They were treated worse than the Nazis. And here now, they're not being celebrated anymore because of anti-DEI objectives. Again, I just want to know, what in the world will Black conservatives say? What would Tim Scott say? What would Byron Donald say? What are they going to say? What are some of these pro-Black imposters going to say? How are they going to spin this? I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see exactly how they're going to do this, because this is inexcusable. The problem may not be with the historical videos themselves, but that they were used in Air Force basic military training DEI coursework. Right. So why were they a part of DEI and the DEI coursework in the first place? Why? What is that all about? What is that all about? That should have been a part of just folks training. Those were excellent pilots. They were excellent pilots. However, the lack of clear guidance has sent the Air Force and other agencies scrambling to take the broadest approach to what content is removed to make sure they are in compliance. They got to make sure that they are doing exactly what Trump is saying. The Tuskegee Airmen, known as the Red Tails, were the nation's first Black military pilots who served in a segregated World War II unit, and their all-Black 332nd Fighter Group had one of the lowest loss records of all the bomber escorts in the war. I saw the movie. I don't know if you saw the movie Red Tails, but in the movie, the white pilots requested the Red Tails. They were so good at what they do, assuming that part of that movie was accurate and based on facts. They flew P-47 Thunderbolt, P-51 Mustang, and other fighters to escort American bombers on dangerous missions over Germany. Before the fighter escorts began accompanying the slow and heavy U.S. bombers, losses were catastrophic due to getting dive-bombed by German aircraft. President George W. Bush awarded the Tuskegee Airmen the Congressional Gold Medal in a ceremony at the Capitol Rotunda in 2007. I remember that. It was a beautiful occasion. In 2020, in his State of the Union address, President Donald Trump announced he had promoted one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, Charles McGee, to Brigadier General. McGee died in 2022 at age 102. So, on one hand, Trump honors this one airman. On the other hand, they end up getting kicked out of the Air Force training program because they were part of the DI program. I mean, make that make sense. I don't know. Maybe they'll come out and explain why the contradiction. I have no idea. All I know is this is crazy. This is crazy. And what I'm hoping happens here is that this famed, storied, tremendously competent, excellent pilot group of African-American men, I'm hoping that their videos will be restored as a part of the Air Force training for everyone. Unrelated to DEI.
The hatred.
Just because they were excellent pilots who served their country, who saved lives in combat, and were never really given the respect that they deserve. Again, they were treated worse than the Nazis by white American airmen. I mean, that's proven. That's part of our history. You can't write that out. You can't overlook that. That is a part of our history as well. The WASP contributed to, let's go back over to the article. The WASP contributed to World War II by learning to fly and ferry new bombers off the assembly lines to airfields where they were needed to ship off to war, freeing up male pilots to focus on combat missions overseas. They earned the right to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery just in the last decade. The Air Force, like other branches, has recently tried to broaden the number of people they reach to consider military careers like aviation that historically have had few minority service members in their ranks. Well, good luck treating the Tuskegee Airmen like this. That certainly won't help. And let me just say in closing, the assumption is that if it is or was DEI related or associated, then that person or group of people were unqualified or less qualified than a white pilot, a white doctor, or a
that
white
don't
engineer.
Even make sense
That's
to me.
horrid. I could go deeper into this, but I just had to share my outrage. And there are two things I'm waiting to hear. Number one,
we
I'm
all
waiting
should
to
be
hear how this is
outraged
going
at
to
this
be
shit.
spun by black MAGA men, black conservatives. I'm waiting to hear why Trump did in 2020 elevated. I think I remember that.
Oh, good day, family. Good day, family. I was just watching Defiant Lawyers Network.
The videos are pulled.
I was watching another channel too on the other side, but we'll talk about that if I get to it.
This past week.
Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this right here?
So unfortunate.
Everything they doing.
Unfortunate.
It's really against black people.
The third thing I want to hear
and less unfortunate white people too. Anybody that need help, but the overall target is us. It's us.
Not because they're black, but because they were very.
Let's see if we can finish this right here, because this is real good. Yes, right here at the end.
While at the same time being disrespected. They deserve more. They deserve better.
I wish y'all go to his channel and look at him sometime, family. It's so good to see y'all.
It kind of had me hot under the collar.
I know that's right.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on the screen so we can see his name and stuff.
It's
a Defiant Lawyers Network, and the name of this right here is Black History is Under Attack. Trump dumps the Tuskegee Airmen. Their air lessons, the Black Tuskegee, I forgot their name. The Hellfighters, was it? I'll write them down. But their lessons, they won. We dominated every war that we was in. Well, honey, they trying to trying to get rid of their lessons. Their lessons. It's just crazy. It don't make no sense. I don't know why, everybody don't see that the target is still to control black people, to ride down on black people, and everybody getting it. But it's good to see y'all today. Let me see, I'm gonna have to take these off. Yeah, everybody getting some of this oppression. Yeah. Good day, the girl from Church's Chicken. Yeah, everybody finna get some of this oppression. Show wheels. Everybody, they getting some of it. They crying now. I just seen it this morning and stuff. Everybody crying about it, but ain't nobody still said what needs to be said. Ain't nobody said what needs to be said. White America, repent and repay. This debt right here, honey, this debt, everybody finna get some of this oppression because ain't nobody stood up for the wrongs that was done against my people. And I'm on their side, honey. I'm on my ancestor side. Sure wills, I want everybody to know whose side I'm on. Yes, we ain't even finna play with it. And remember, let me get this out the way first, because you know how it be up in here. I'm Face the Nation, and we are on Bolden Unchained. I'm so proud of y'all. Got y'all channel too. Yeah, I done started looking at you. Those of y'all that's here, I done started going to your profile, looking at you to see who you are. And honey, I already done started subscribing to a couple of you. Yes, I know that's right. Because see, I'm into the cosmology. I'm into everything that's up there. The abnormal. I'm not like everybody else. Yes, I'm glad you got your channel. Sure will. And now I still need them channels about math and science and, stuff like that. So, everybody get your channel. I don't care what you do. Get your channel because we need this. This is the last of the last right here. We don't know if we're going to come back from this. All of us, I mean. Some of us ain't gonna make it. Some of us gonna end up over there where we still trying to get away from. You know, that's just how it's gonna be. But you know, we got to at least try to let everybody know where they need to be going. Now it's up to them, hell, if they get caught in with all them snakes, trying to hang around 10 or 1,000 snakes, and it's really 10,000. But you know, when you're around 1,000, you think that's it. You think that's the big pot. But honey, it's a whole lot more on the periphery, on the outside. So, you know, yeah, we can't hope that all of us are going to be for us. I don't. Sure don't you. You done had this long to be for your people, for black people. And you ain't did it yet. I ain't holding out no hope or nothing that you finna do it now. Sure, not because of me, honey. Sure, I'm the last one here at this fight. Yes. And you know, Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. What better fight for black people to get in? Unless, like me, you didn't even know it was a fight. Yeah, you know, I didn't really even achieve no riches or nothing like that. I just didn't know. Wasn't focused on nothing. You know, just it is what it is, you know. Just live your life. Make your mistakes. Just notice everything that's blinking. Everything that's glimmering. You know, everything that's really superficial. Black people do. I did. You know, not one time did I seriously look and think about the plight of my people. What's happening with my people. Where are we at today? Because I didn't know all of this. I didn't know we were so damn traumatized, y'all, that we literally like the deer caught in the headlights. I had no idea. I thought slavery was it that was over. Emmett Till, I thought was kind of like maybe a isolated incidents, I guess. I don't know, but it was just too much to focus on what needed to be seen. And that's why we're here today. Yep, I am Face the Nation. And we are on Bolden Unchained. See, you can be for your people here. Black people. You ain't got to worry about nobody telling you stop talking about that. We ain't finna read that. We ain't finna discuss them. Ain't nobody gonna come up in here and tell you nothing about black people. You can't say. You be happy here for your people. You love your people here. Right here, we forgive black people right here. We know we got some hot heads and some that sure look like my car parked down there with a license plate. You know, because my license plate is this. My license plate is this. Well, it's a vanity plate. That's got to be our life. We got to be our life. And that sure look like it down there. I'm going to get my binoculars and look too. But yeah, we got to change our whole lifestyle. It's got to be us. Whatever you do, whatever your gift and talent is for black people, show it. Show us. Because, honey, I promise, if I see one more of us walking around here looking like a billboard and want to be with me, I'm going to have to let us know. Nope, that ain't it. Now, if they way over there talking to each other and stuff, then that's where you need to stay at. Because right here, I'm looking for people that want to be about black people. That's who we are. That's who we are. I look at us and be like, dang, we doing everything like white people. I done told us we even breathing like white folks. All shallow and stuff. We ain't taking deep breaths anymore. You gotta breathe. We ain't breathe. We just breathing shallowly. Damn near hyperventilating. Some of us. Because we doing everything like white people and stuff. But yeah, we on Bolden Unchained. We already know you can be free here about your people. You can love your black people right here. Put it in the chat if you love black people. Shit, shout out to black men just because. Do I need a reason? I don't need no reason to be happy and joyful for my people, to have pride in my people. I don't need no reason. I don't need no reason about how I feel about this. My first time ever reading this. What? Ooh, honey, if it was summertime, this what I be walking around reading. Because I walks around reading. I have my phone too. Yeah, the phones got all of us. Yeah, we got to break away from all that if we ain't using it productively. You know, your ass just scrolling on that phone and stuff. You need to tune your attention. Tune it to something else. Hopefully something black. But yeah, this right here got to be our lifestyle. It's got to be our lifestyle. We can't be timid no more. We can't be stoic no more, afraid and worried about what white folks and our neighbors and our bosses and our spouses, what the family gonna say. You know, it don't matter what they gonna say. All of us can't stay on our knees now. Somebody got to get up for black folks. Hell, let me get this out the way. We're here to uncover everything. You already know we're here to assist Black America and Black media. See, Black media is out there, but we too distracted by everything else. We rather sit there and look at the Waltons. Look at Judge Judy over and over again. We done seen that woman for 25 years now. We know the whole episode. It's time for us to turn our attention and our focus to Black people. I don't know what you put in the chat, in the when you're searching and stuff, when you're on your social medias, put in Black Justice, Black Panthers, any one of them keywords ought to pull you up somebody that's gonna resonate with what we going through. It did for me. And that's why we're here, right here on Bolden Unchained. And we're here to assist Black America and Black media in uncovering the many agendas, events, projects, operations. It's so many codes, bills, laws, acts, plans, experiments, studies. Now they got courses. They got courses on the Black woman's mind. I guess how we dealt with everything, with our husbands and sons and brothers not making it back home because they was the ones that was being lynched. John Hartfield was one of ours. He was a Black man. Yeah, all of them, they was Black. They was our sons and stuff. So I guess they want to know, how did Black women survive all that and forget what the hell white people did to them. Because I don't think that's a white college or university, and I don't think it was a HBCU. It was the sister said she was going to the college, I guess, and she was looking up the courses and stuff, and she saw it. Type it in. You know more about this than I do. I just got here. I'm just telling y'all what I see going on out here with Black America, because I see us talking about it, but it seemed to me like us talking about it at the higher wealth level. Let's put it like that. I want to make it real simple because I ain't going to be politically correct. I ain't got the income bracket or, the educational bracket. Yeah, so you ain't going to get it all pricked up and pretty here. I'm just going to tell you like it is and stuff. Everybody, I see us talking to us and teaching us too. But it's not for the unfortunate, uneducated ones, It's not for us that won't do the studying. We seem to miss them. Me. Y'all seem to miss us. So it's like, if I wasn't who I am and like to read and study and annotate and stuff, y'all asses wouldn't make sure we got the information that we need. Now, whose side are y'all on? Ain't we all supposed to be saving everybody? All of us? Didn't Fanny say she ain't free until all of us is free? And then she also told white folk that if we can't have none of it, they ain't gonna have it either. But see, we forgot all of that, and we just started doing what white America want us to do. So yeah, that's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. Because for everybody that seemed to want to be like, okay, we'll give a little bit. I guess we'll sacrifice a little blood. Let them have the lower ones. The ones that didn't graduate, the ones that didn't become a success story. But see, we can't be sacrificing us no more. On no level. I don't care if we still got illiterate ones. I ain't talking about the ones that can read, but they stutter. And they get to stutter and everybody start laughing. So they get hot and they get anxious and anxiety and stuff, and then they stop. I'm talking about the ones that don't even know that that's a B. We still have people like that, our people like that. So it seemed to me like hell, everybody's betraying us, even us. White folks done fucked our minds up. That's all I can think of to say it, to put it, that's your correctness. That's your political correctness. Black people is fucked up dealing with white America. Yep, that's it. So yeah, that's why we're here. You know, we looking through a spiritual lens of Lord. I'm trying to compromise, compact my on airs with y'all, because I know we be here for hours. For hours. And as this get deeper and stuff, it might be some more hours. Because we at the end now. Any day now. We finna see tanks and trucks and everything. We finna see flying cars and shit, little robot dogs and stuff. Humanoids walking down the street. You know that one white man, or whoever he was, probably from some other country and stuff. He wasn't black. Well, he had 10,000 humanoid robots of his self-made. Or was it 20,000? I mentioned it to y'all once. That was some years ago. I done seen them, honey. Imagine seeing the same motherfucker. You done passed him on this block, that block, the next block, the next block. Why that man do that? I do remember he had Hanson Robotics to do it. To do the 10,000, the 20,000 replicas of him. And they look just like him too. I mean, imagine seeing that shit, black people. Do we really think we included in all of this? Do we really think all of this is for us? See, we got to look through a spiritual lens. So we find ourselves trapped in them smart cities that they building up. Because I don't see white people living in no smart city. Where it take you, 15, 20 minutes to go through the whole city. And I'm like, damn, is everybody going to be on escalators or what? It ain't making sense to me. But then, white folks never did. I mean, if this right here makes sense to anybody, something is definitely wrong, because it ain't resonating over here. And I think I got a pretty open mind. Hell, I don't believe everything white folks done said and taught us for, 43 years. Yes, I did. I didn't doubt nothing, just like y'all don't. Or black America, because I'm beginning to think that y'all asses is the intelligent ones. See, y'all the ones that's getting the knowledge and the information that we don't care to get and research and stuff. And it's just because we traumatized. We're afraid to read. We're afraid to venture out there and to look at something different. You see, but y'all got to help us to get to that point. I mean, hell, we y'all family. Shit, just because you up there now, you got a Shay at home, or your auntie, cousin, or somebody. Because we are our people, all of us. Yeah, we can't leave us behind here just to make white America feel like, oh, we'll give you a little blood. Here, we'll give you a few of them. No, we can't sacrifice none of us. We done sacrificed enough for white America. And the rest, everybody else too. Everybody else is just pawns, honey. And believe me, they know. They know. We done heard it more than once. Where other folks that say, well, long as it ain't us, let it be black folks. We can deal with a little bit of pressure. But don't just come down on us like you do, black people. See, other folks is okay with that. Other folks is okay with that. Hell, mankind and humanity at stake. Mankind and humanity is at stake. Right now. Who is that? Well, they're going to have to wait. Call me back. Today is Sunday. It ain't no business. Today is Sunday. I'll call you back. All right, whoever it was. One of y'all, I'll call you back, okay? I don't want to be on live and stuff. They be tripping and stuff. Better not be no white folks calling me on my phone talking crazy. I was finna say, damn, that looked like a tank. But it ain't. It's like one of them little mail carriers. Hey, Shantae. Oh, my sister. And they get slower and slower. And maybe it's just me. But them ambulances get slower and slower. That's why I said if anybody need to be air traffic, it need to be the emergency personnel. You mean tell me people finna be flying their car? Imagine the traffic jam. All of a sudden, somebody restless, impatient. They gonna hit the button, their car gonna levitate, and they gonna drive. For what? Why? But then you still got the emergency personnel on the shoulder of the road. It don't make sense. All of this is anti-life, y'all. It's anti-life. And we done fell for it all. Yep, we done fell for it all. And now, we ain't got no choice but to do this. We do not have no choice. I'm not sorry to tell us. I didn't want it to be this late, but things happen in our life and we do take the wrong, paths in life, but it's the right path. Because if I'd have got here any sooner, any kind of way, I'd have been reading Helen Keller to your ass. We'd have been sitting here reading Helen Keller, and and we'd have been having all our mercy and sympathy and love. Some of y'all would have been crying because Helen is deaf and blind, but her ass know when the black kids come around that they were slaves to do what she wanted. She could just feel it in the air. We wouldn't have paid the little black kids. I'd have been reading out the book, about Helen and how it was. And she was so frustrated because she couldn't hear, she couldn't see or nothing, She could just grab stuff. Well, when she grabbed that little black boy, a little black girl, she felt their hair. So she automatically knew it felt different. She just had that vibe, that knowing. We'd have been all sympathetic to her, but not to the black people, not to the black kids, the black babies or nothing. Because, she had that doll. Helen had a doll, and when she get frustrated, she would picking the eyes out of the dolls and stuff and ripping his hair off, and the woman started putting buttons on it or something like that. It was a long time ago when I read and stuff. Well, they would have gave Helen the black baby for the doll. And what? We would have had sympathy for Helen, not the baby. So see, yeah, I'm just thankful and grateful, honey, that I made it here. Not only that, I enjoy talking and reading about my people. What? I already done told y'all, you're going to be trapped in them Tesla cars. Y'all going to be just like them cars that's flying and stuff. Them folks going to have y'all in them cars, and y'all going to be way up there, elevated in the sky. And you better call on Simeon Toko and say, take me back right now. You better hold that car right there, because ain't no telling where they going to drop you off at. It might be them smart cities. You better start looking through a spiritual lens, Black America. I know we need help. I came here saying it, that we need hope, and I let us, it's okay. You're going to be religious, be religious. Go on and be religious, if that's what you're going to be. Have your forgiveness. You got it for white folks and stuff. Keep it if you must, but keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, because, hey, I forgave slavery too. I forgave Emmett Till. Who else did I forgive? Maybe a couple of other isolated incidents. But wasn't none of them isolated. Those were just the ones that we knew about. His mama, Mamie, she refused to not tell us. She was like, open that whole casket up. Let them see. But they all weren't isolated. It was so many of them. So much knowledge. I don't even know what I feel betrayed by everybody. My whole people, my whole persona, my whole life, our whole life, everything about us would be different if we only had the knowledge, if we just had the resources we needed, the truth. But then nobody give it to us. And now, today, I look around, it's like everybody got to be held accountable. Everybody got to, stand in their truth. Everybody got to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and take some of this oppression. Everybody got to deal with it. But white America, somehow they have just escaped judgment, condemnation, consequences, repenting and repaying, and everybody, to me, done took on the mindset of white America. Honey, white America is the most calm, docile, generous, faithful, loving, just trustworthy people that you can ever see. Mr. Johnny, don't you say nothing about Mr. Jerry, Mr. Johnny, Miss Kathy. They good white people. And yet here today, we listen to black media. Honey, we'll find out them people done live their whole life and stuff being hateful, evil, just demonic to black folks. When they were younger, now they older, they 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. And they know they time is coming. We don't live forever. And a whole lot of them is having nightmares and visions of the black people and the black babies that they have just thrown in fires and just left burning, like that one black man said and stuff, Why he tell the black man that? Why? See, he wanted the black man to absolve him, if that's the right word, to absolve him of any guilt. That's what he wanted. And that brother, our brother, I know he dealt with them visions, because I be thinking about it and stuff. How you gonna just not even, get the baby? How you gonna make eye contact with a baby and the baby know that it's a fire, it's hot, I can't breathe, my eyes are sweating, it's trying to cry, but his throat is getting choked up. And for this white man, he said that's what they all did in the 60s and 70s. See, it never stopped. In the 60s and 70s. Yeah, so yeah, we look at through a spiritual lens. We finna find out what's wrong with Black America. Who did it? Who the fuck did it to us? We can't keep ignoring what a root cause of this is. We know it's called self-hate. We know this. Dr. Ray Hagins, too, he said that it was he coined it as dedicated ignorance. Brother Dr. Ray Hagins, he's a pastor and a psychologist. So he know all of this mind manipulation these people have done to us. And I'm beginning to see it too. Yeah, I'm beginning to see it too. Yeah, because can't none of they motherfucking asses stand behind me. Sure can't. You better not get behind me. Because, honey, that's where the sun is. Yeah, I'm going to call everybody's sun energy to me. I'm going to burn all their asses up. Don't stand behind me. After all the manipulation, the lying, what our people call it, technology, they've done to us, and we just constantly been trying to tell us. Malcolm told us to our face we was hoodwinked and bamboozled. Martin told us to our face that he led us in a burning house. White folks been showing us who they are, what they feel about us. We done sit here and mingled, married, got all these babies and stuff. Just a whole mess. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense at all. Well, this your last chance to decide whose side you on. Whose side are you on? That's it, and that's all. I'm not here to, browbeat y'all. I'm just here to tell you, yeah, it's fucked up. I feel betrayed. Literally. And I got my reasons. Even if it is because ain't nobody said nothing that this was the cultural thing. Because I believe if Martin could have told us anything else before he died, before he was murdered, assassinated, he would have told us to judge their asses by their culture. Because that's how they all do. Now, I can see maybe 2 or 3 people that's out, and everybody get to fighting and stuff. But 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 people in one area. Say Kentucky. We were reading racial violence in Kentucky, 1865 to 1940. How did just the state of Kentucky end up with 50,000 white people mobbing in that little area right there that we were reading about? And then in other states, you got the same thing that's happening. It's a cultural thing. I know Martin would have told us to judge their asses by their culture. Because y'all, I'm telling you right now, soon as they focus and that rage and that anger shift, oh, you treating us like black folks? Oh, honey, America finna get pissed off. White America finna snap. Because just like the draft riots, that's why the draft riots turned to black people. Honey, they were mad at the draft riots because, see, the wealthy white folks, they could go and, pay. So they didn't have to get drafted. They like, oh, hell no. Becky, go on down there and pay that fee. I'd be damned if I'm going over there and fight. So they could pay it off. But see, the other white and Irish people, I guess, Hell, white, they non-melanin. The other non-melanin folks and stuff, see, they couldn't pay. So they had to be drafted. And then, shit at times was hard and stuff, and work was slow and fucked up. And the white women was complaining and stuff. I tell you got to go off to the draft and stuff. And then what about when you free them? Brad, what then? So, the white folks started thinking, oh, hell, so we fighting to free black people. This is how it was to me. Maybe you got it differently. Tell us then. But it was like, the white man was like, oh, so yeah, we're going to do this. So they had to go and, to the draft because they didn't have the money and stuff. And then the white woman got to complain and stuff. So what, Brad, about when you do this and stuff and they're free? You already ain't got no damn work. Brad, you're working 2 days a week. When all these black men and black women get free, they're going to come here, Brad. So the white men and stuff, the non-melanated people there and stuff, they were like, oh, hold up. We don't want to go fight for black people to be free. Then they going to come here and take our jobs. Because, see, it already was some black folks there. So, it already was like, damn, we lost quite a few jobs to some black people that's already here. So, yeah. So, honey, white folks it was just a cultural thing. Because all of them had the same thought. They looked at black Americans like, y'all motherfuckers. And then everybody started attacking black folks just like that. That's how it was to me. Look it up. It was the draft riots. I think it was in New York. I don't know what year it was. Just look up draft riots, New York. It'll come up probably more than one draft riots. So, yeah, we looking through a spiritual lens here because, honey, we ain't looking to give no forgiveness, no mercy to nobody but black people. Black people. And I know our hotheads out there and our weakest links out there and stuff, but they still somebody's son. They still our brothers, even though, yeah, they fucked up. Yes, honey, you better not look at them too long. You better not look at them the wrong way. I don't know if the mother, your son is one of them, you meditate for them. We've been praying for us for the longest. We've been praying so long and so hard, y'all. It's time to meditate. It's time to meditate. I don't care about none of that. Think about it. I just told you to keep all your religious doctrines and beliefs, but keep it with you. We trying something new here. I want to see who hurt Black America. Why is Black America so engrossed in this dedicated ignorance, our self-hate? See, we got to start learning like everybody else is learning too. Y'all got to start teaching us these phrases and stuff that we learning and we coming up with. Y'all trying to sacrifice us too? See, that's going to keep us divided. That's going to keep us divided. I'm here. I'm telling y'all. Those of us that are not success stories, because we didn't graduate, we ain't get the bag like y'all be talking about, we don't have that fortunate abundance, which is really superficial, because ain't none of it taught you about your people. Ain't none of it taught you to have no courage, real bravery for your people. With all that knowledge, you sat there and for 20, 30, 40 years, 15 years, you sat there and kept all of it to yourself. But, I forgive you for all of that. Yeah, because you had to do what you had to do to make it right here. Because if you made it here any other way, yeah, you'd have been teaching some old bullshit. You'd have been teaching about, the founding fathers. Yeah. So, we forgive each other for all that because now it's a new day. We got to have a new focus and it's all about us. Yeah, so we looking through a spiritual lens. Religious lens won't even fit in here. No, religious lens will not fit nowhere in here. Now, if the forgiving of religious won't fit in here, ain't nothing else going to fit in here. No. You're going to have to keep that to yourself. Right here, our mind is only our doubt. Benefit of the doubt is to black people. Yep, it's to black people. Yeah, and those of you, that's your son, your brother, your cousin that's out there and they hotheads and stuff, you're going to have to meditate for them. If they're not too far gone and stuff and you still can talk to them and save them, like Farrakhan do. To me, Farrakhan, I know we got our differences with him and stuff. We got our differences with all of us. That's why we didn't vote for Kamala. Yep. We've been having said, get your damn hands off of me when they try to put the implant in you. Because, see, Kamala, one side is for, transhumanism and stuff, and the other side was like for, Project 2025. Well, we could have been like, get your damn hands off of me. I don't want no motherfucking chip in me and stuff. That would have been if we chose Kamala. But see, we'd have had another day to fight for our people. But see, now for some reason, y'all didn't like Kamala and stuff. I guess because she wasn't black. I don't know. But anyway, here we are today, 1965. And we got to really keep all this other New World Order stuff off of us. All the revoking of everything. The other day I was reading about them bills and stuff that was laws that was introduced since Trump, and this was like his first election. Well, them right there was for protesters and stuff like that. Most of these was. I guess I was protesting a lot during that time and stuff. But a lot of these right here was about protesting and stuff. But a lot of this new stuff that he doing and stuff, and I've been writing that down too. It seemed to be about medical and taxes. Yeah, so white folks really finna feel that. Everybody finna feel it. Everybody finna get some of this oppression, honey. And Black America, I just want you. We just gotta keep us in our focus. Let's look out for each other. Let's look out for each other now. Because, honey, everything finna be cut from food stamps to Social Security to Medicaid. If I find that list I was writing on, I don't even know what I was writing on. But I know I was writing on something. And when I came on here, it was talking about they finna do away with the Tuskegee Airmen's air lessons. That's like, all the heroes we were learning about in the wars and stuff that won all of those medals and stuff. That's just like saying, oh, we just gonna burn all these down and put all that to the side and stuff. We ain't gonna teach none of that, how to survive no kind of war. Why would you do that to your heroes? But because they Black. I mean, that's just like doing away with everybody that's pro-life. Yeah, so and that's part of the DEI. That's what the DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, cost us when they took it away. And that's why everybody ain't going to Walmart no more, because Walmart took away the diversity, equity, inclusion programs. Everybody doing it. Everybody is doing it. So yeah, we looking through a spiritual lens because we ain't got no choice. We do not have a choice. If we do get into religion, that's going to be another 45 minutes. So we're going to try to stay off of that. We looking through the spiritual lens of resilience. Who else could go through this? And this ain't even 1919. This right here is 1919. The massacres of 1919, they tell us that it's race riots. 100 of them were massacres. Black people was literally fleeing for their life. They wrote it. They said it. What they call it? The hijra. Black people running for their life, fleeing for their life. You know how you hear, run for your life. That's true. That really happened to Black people. 10,000 Black people in Tulsa flew for their life. Yeah, had to just go at the brink, had to get babies out of the bed, out of the tub, from eating and stuff. Black people on their way home from work, going to visit their loved ones, been to wherever. And just had, all of a sudden they caught in a riot. They caught in a massacre. And all them folks had to leave. Like Tulsa, it was like 10,000 folks in shock and had to leave, run for their life. Babies too. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sister Viola Fletcher. She was the one that came out after George Floyd and stuff during that time, during that era. And Biden still didn't pay them reparations. It was her and it was two other elders. She was like 7 then, I think, when that happened. So she was an elder, now. But yeah, all of this that's happened, honey, we can't look at this in no forgiving state. Dr. Francis Cress Wellington said, we ain't even got to forgive our oppressors. We don't have to forgive their ass. For what? Hell, we forgive them before they even ask for forgiveness. That's what Ahmaud Arbery brother did. And he the one that ran up there and gave one of them a hug or something. Or somebody gave the lady, what was her name? Kim Porter. Was it her? Somebody went and gave her ass a hug after she killed Dante Wright. Somebody gave somebody a hug on national TV after they had slaughtered, killed, had their neck on a Black person and just slaughtered them in the street on national TV. I forgot who it was and stuff, but when I seen it, I was like, dang, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? But yep. And so when I heard Dr. Francis Cress Wellington said Black people need to stop forgiving their oppressors, Just forgetting them. Like, that's what religion do to us. So no, I don't want no religion in here and stuff. I don't. Now, because we going to get to talking like that and stuff, honey, we might as well just start crying and forgiving and singing kumbaya and, and put the books up. We might as well start banning books too, if that's what we going to do. White folks is fine. White folks ain't worried about nothing here or in heaven. Because when they get to heaven, they're going to be oppressing your asses then. You're going to be picking that big-ass cotton in heaven. It's in the book. And we looking through the spiritual lens of education because we going to learn what we need to learn right here. I ain't finna sit here and talk to you about nothing else. Matter of fact, we ain't talking about nothing but black people here. And who did it? Who hurt Black America? Who caused this self-hate on us? And it's white America. White America did it. The book say it right there. Racial violence in the United States. Who's in the United States? White and black people. Oh, yeah, now, 1965. All these other people is here, too, and they act like white folks, too. See, white folks done permeated possibly every area of this globe, except for, like, the Senegalese. Wasn't it the Senegalese where white folks tried to go over there and, when they go over there and colonize with their Bibles and stuff? And, honey, they were going over there to the Senegalese, and them folks like, oh, hell no. And they start shooting their arrows and shit, and they killed one of the white men. I don't know if he made it to the land or what. But, honey, they killed his dad. They never got his body back. So didn't. They never got his body back. They were like, that might be the only piece of land on this whole globe that white folks, you can't bring your ass here. No, they surrounded by water. Everything they need, though, is right there on their land. They don't need no damn electricity and running water. They got water. They made their own little makeshifts. Yeah, honey, they were like, white folks ain't coming over here. Who is that? Because when Christopher and them hit these shores and stuff, copper colored people, black people was, happy and waiting on them and stuff. I had the book. I don't know if it's that one right there, but we going to read that one too. And they was like, they rushed out to the shore with their gifts and their fruits and vegetables, their jewels and stuff, their jewelry. They had colorful reefs and stuff that they had made and leaves and stuff. Very creative. But Christopher Columbus and them, they was on the ships getting closer and closer. And they were like, they just bringing us everything. Wow. And all of them was thinking just alike, we going to take everything. They seemed so gullible. And they started looking behind the people. Oh, we don't see no big buildings or nothing. We don't see no defensive structures. They'll be easy to take over. That's what they ass was thinking. Oh, yeah, I just started reading and stuff in here. When I did, I was like, that's what happened. That's what my mind came up with. So, I'm pretty much looking through a spiritual lens here. And if you're going to be on any of my channels with me about anything, that's what it is. And anytime this irritates you, then I want you to leave. For you, I need you to do the right thing for you. Find somewhere where you can be. And then after you get there and stuff, maybe you'll be like, hell, this shit don't make no sense. Then come on back and stuff. But until it resonate with you, find somewhere where you can be at peace and you can get to know what your purpose is. You got to get to your purpose, how you got to get to it. And hopefully, it won't be with white folks. Yeah, I'm just saying. Shit, I gave everything to white folks and stuff. But now let's get the copyright disclaimer out the way, y'all, because pretty soon, we might not even have this no more. And so, I don't know what we're going to do then. That's when, at that point, I guess we will really be communicating telepathically. Then we'll be thinking alike. We'll be moving alike. We'll be talking and teaching and building with those that's closest to us, so we can kind of look out for our people. Shit, hell, we the ones that are, the manifestation of the cosmos. White people done blocked us from everything. Shit, we didn't need all this big cave-like, anti-life structures and shit. Everything look like hell. Can we at least get some fruits on the street? Can we have some sign of life out here? Or is it just me? But I digress. Anyway, the copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. 1965 is before 1976. What is all of this going to mean for us? Oh, my ancestors. Well, the allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And I was getting ready to learn this, to memorize this. Yes, honey, but see, even the revocation of the Civil Rights Act, that especially, I really need to, y'all need to do some stuff. Y'all know how to go right to the source. And y'all need to find out, is anybody out here telling these folks that revoking the Civil Rights Act of 1965 is unconstitutional? Is y'all smart, intelligent people doing that for us? Because I'm beginning to be under the impression that that's how they pass a lot of stuff. Because, and y'all ain't but a paycheck away from being like us. So it ain't like none of you is elite, you know, or the very powerful ones that's making the decisions. See, that's why everybody is going to get some of this. Everybody is. Because on some level, everybody like, oh, well, as long as black folks, you know, get the worst of it. I accepted it too, because I remember when I was a young girl and stuff, you know, and I already done said I was a teenage mother twice. I fell in that hole 2 times. All the sabotage, and Neely Fuller already done told us. He said it too. Everything, every facet in life that you can think of, every facet in life is controlled by racism and white supremacy. It is. Everything. You can't do nothing. I don't care if it's work, law, education, sex, religion, entertainment, politics, economics, war. Everything is controlled by white supremacy / racism. And what you think you know will only confuse you. That's why we got to ask what does this mean for black folks? What does this mean for my people? Not me. Not me. We know your ass can do without certain things. But black folks can't. Like right now, what I was telling y'all. A lot of the stuff that I wrote down right now, I picked up something to start writing. It seemed to me like it's, you know, to deal with medical, with the health stuff. Black folks. So what if they cut the Affordable Care Act? I don't need it. You know, what about your people? This right here is going to hurt poor people. You know, and they say they're doing it to save money. Save money for what? Ain't y'all asses getting rid of money, going to a cashless society? So what are you trying to save money for if you ain't going to have cash? I tell you what, see if anybody is telling these people to just give us the cash. Don't burn no more money, because we want to get the hell away from y'all. We want to have our own America. Like we were doing with our Black Wall Streets, building up all our cities. And see, with our Black Wall Streets, we didn't even need to go outside of our Wall Street for nothing. But when we did, we would go to other black businesses outside the area and transport what we needed for our stores, our hospitals, our schools, our churches, to our locations, to our stomping grounds, our cities and towns. But now, then somewhere along the way, white America, like, now, you know, they ass done got away from us and they doing better than us. Because it took us like, 40, 50 years to build up empires. Do you even imagine? Can we even imagine? After hundreds of years being under white America, first it was in slavery, in chains, literally in chains, and metal masks. Because, you know, for a whole 100 years, a whole century, white America kept that metal mask on black people for a whole year. That's why Frederick Douglass was the greatest orator, because he was like, when I get out of this motherfucking mask, oh, these motherfuckers gonna rule the day. I learned how to read, because, you know, he taught himself to read. But yeah, they kept that on Black America for 100 years, a whole century, to break our language, to break us talking to each other, keeping on our songs and our hymns, you know. Can you imagine the black people that really lost their minds, that literally lost their minds because they had a huge metal mask on their face? Yep. It was one brother, he kept running away and stuff, honey. And they had his metal mask on. It had spikes on the inside of it. He couldn't yawn, couldn't open his mouth. they probably took it off when he had to eat because he had to open his mouth to eat. And I don't know how he ran away again, but the last time they had the mask on him and they had them irons coming out. So when he run, it'll catch on to the branches and stuff. Yeah, white people been very motherfucking evil. I don't see how y'all sit there and can look at them. Because, yeah, I'm to the brink of wanting to ask the ass, did you even know? Yeah, we ain't buddy like that. Don't be asking about my friends, my family, my life, nothing about me. You can't come with me. I'm not finna go with you because of the history. Your history. Not because of mine. I know we've been gullible with y'all asses. But I'm going to let you know right here, right now, I don't appreciate none of it. And for white folks, as a single, as a whole, to sit there and act like we really safe with them, they the ones that really love y'all, that's really in y'all life, should have been like, you know what, Face? Girl, I love you. You gonna always be my sister. But honey, y'all need to get away from our people. Y'all need to get away from white folks. You know, I got a yeah, Face. This might be Sabrina. Because the damn show don't sound like Karen. I know, Face. I know they're going to give me some slack they're going to give me some hell when I go over there. You know, they're going to be on me when I go back. But I got to go back because they're my people. And maybe I can be like John Brown and I can talk to them and teach them and reason with them. Because I know we need y'all, Face. And then I tell her, Sabrina, you right. And you take care of yourself, girl, when you get over there. And I said, because you know they might hang you too. Like they did John Brown. But you know, she being honest with us, letting us know that, hey, 1,000 of us garden snakes ain't gonna bite you and kill you. But the rest of our asses, honey, will eat your ass alive like a snake. What that snake that eat the whole body? The python or the boa constrictor? It just eat the whole thing. Shoes, hats, whatever you got on, coat. Yep, it just eat the whole thing and stuff. Black America, we in another awakening. We are in another awakening. I don't know. I just got here. But yeah, that metal mask, I was thinking about the brother that they put them things on. Was that William Thomas? Yeah. William Thomas. Let me read it right here. He was a Virginia slave. He was captured in 1831, the same time that brother Robert Purvis, you know, he saved them 9,000 slaves, put them on the Underground Railroad, one slave a day from 1831 to 1861. Honey, yes, Robert Purvis. Yeah, but anyway, William Thomas, he was a Virginia slave captured in 1831. He escaped, though, but he was recaptured, and they put a mask on him. And he was beaten and tortured, but he escaped again. So they put a mask on him, but it was a whole mask. He kept escaping. And every time he escaped from him and stuff, they do something worse to him to try to keep him. But I think he tried to escape with that iron thing on him too, but it was catching on trees and stuff. Just like Kunta in the story that Alex Haley made up or told the book. I don't know. I found out that it wasn't true, but it resonated with me. You know, I just forgot about it. Totality and stuff. They had to cut his foot off to stop him from running away from escaping. Well, that's the same way with William Thomas. Remember his name because it's two first names, William and Thomas. That's how you can remember him and stuff. And yeah, they had the spikes on it, you know, and he was kept in a dark cell and he lost his mind. And the last time they beat him was in 1836 and he died, but they never found his body. They don't know what happened to William. Yeah, and Oda Benga was the Igbo kid. You know, he was a little bitty baby. The little Igbo kid, he was about 5, 6, 9 years old. And they captured him in the Bronx, in the Congo. But they took him to the zoo in the Bronx. Little bitty boy. Yep, and they had him all, you know, like a savage. Like they were. But they had, you know, treated him and dressed him like that and stuff. And people protested and stuff like that. And they released him. But, you know, he lost his mind and stuff. Yeah, he committed suicide. The little boy, Oda Benga, in 1916. Yeah, so see, we never got away from these people and stuff. You know, we've gotten so far as our Black Wall Streets. We got that far away from them. And then they burned it all down and drug us right back to the plantation. Yeah, and since then we just stopped. Black America literally stopped. We'll do a little bit, but we won't do too much. And I think that's why we do not come together. White America. That's what we're here to find out. But that's where I'm beginning to think that it's white America that has made us feel like this. And so we can see everything that's happening against us today. All of this right here is against Black America. So people don't want to say it and stuff. People want to act like, oh, they doing this, they doing all of this against Black America, and everybody know it. You mean tell me everybody gonna accept all of this oppression and stuff, all this crying and stuff, and ain't nobody gonna say why it's being done? So yeah, Black America, they don't tell us but one thing. They ask ready to sacrifice us again. They finna get mad at us again. Watch and see. Yep, sure will. Black America, how dare y'all escape? And you're making it hard for white people. And they're making it hard on us. Instead of everybody standing up and saying, leave Black people alone. Pay them what you owe them. I mean, what more can we do? White America already building up your futuristic world. You already got everything that you want, but see, they can't get our melanin. That's the only thing, in my opinion, since I've been reading. That's the only thing they can't get. So what? You build up a futuristic world? Then keep your futuristic world. But let us go. Give us everything that's ours, that we need, that we asking for, and just let us go. And, then, be in your Teslas and your flying cars and stuff. And y'all wear your own damn Louis Vuittons. How about that? Y'all wear your own motherfucking Gucci's and MKs and stuff. We done. We can't do it no more, Black America. And I just want to tell y'all, if you still ain't decided whose side you on, honey, you need to go to some Black media immediately. Your friends and family that's around you, and we know every time they come over there, they want to look at Judge Judy, some food shows, and all that bullshit. Start letting them know. No, sister, I want us to watch this right here. Put something on that's going to at least make their mind think, that do make sense. Instead of everybody telling us, yeah, we're going to go to heaven and everybody going to be happy and ain't no hunger in heaven and we all going to be one and we all going to be together in heaven. No. It's in that book right there. It's been in this book since 1915. After slavery. 1915. This was before white folks got mad at Black people and started doing the massacres in 1919. This was 1915. 4 years before that. I don't know what happened. Because white folks just said that Dick Rowland did something to a white lady in an elevator in Tulsa. And, that was the reason why they did the massacre. They had to come up with something, and we already know that it was always white woman. The white woman, something happened to her. Even if it was the white man that did it. And the white women knew it. The white woman knew it. We can't trust it no more. We can't give it the benefit of the doubt no more. I know hell your ass loves Sabrina. Shit. And I know you love Brad. So go over there and be with Brad and Sabrina. Don't bring their ass over here with us. Okay? If you can't do that, then you probably need to assess the whole damn situation. Because it's finna get ugly. And now ain't nobody coming back for y'all. Nope. I ain't coming back for nobody. Joanne Harriet is gone. Robert Purvis is gone. Everybody gone. Ain't nobody coming back for y'all. Ain't nobody finna come and take you nowhere else like Paul Cuff, rescue Black folks and stuff. And he would now his travels and stuff, y'all. He was a Black man and stuff, and he got his freedom by joining the Navy. And he had one little bitty boat, honey. Then before you know it, honey, that man was worth $20,000. And he had a fleet of ships. How many is a fleet? Like 6 or 20 or 10? Because a dozen is 12. Well, I don't know, but he had a fleet of ships. And every time he was on the waters and stuff, y'all, he just felt so free. Like that woman that was on the Titanic, and you see them on the edge of the Titanic, and they like this right here. No, that was Paul Cuff, baby. That was Paul Cuff. Free, honey. That was his. Every time he pulled into the dock in one of his ships, they say, oh, who's that? Where's the captain? Captain Cuff. And it's him. Oh, honey, they could not believe it. You mean to tell me this your ship, boy? Oh, I'm a sir. And all of these are my ships. You see? It's us. But yeah, back to what I was saying and stuff. This man right here, what's his name? William Joseph Simmons, y'all, had a spiritual vision too. Now, I ain't, he wasn't religious either. He's spiritual too. You just religious by yourself, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we two different types of spirituality because he in heaven and we in the afterlife. But this is what he said anyway. He said he formed the KKK group. He revived the KKK group, y'all, in 1915. Why the hell would he go and revive the KKK group? The Klan. But he said it was like his child. He always loved them and stuff anyway. So he had a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky, followed by a vision of a map of the United States. And you could tell they were the Klansmen because it said Simmons established the KKK shortly after seeing Birth of a Nation and hearing news of the notorious lynching of Leo Frank outside of Atlanta. And then on Thanksgiving night, like I said, while you eating your turkeys and stuff, Black America, in 1915, Simmons and 15 friends, see, it was just 15 that went with him to revive that KKK, that honored him, and they saw him as the founder, who revived it and stuff. They went up to the big Stone Mountain in Atlanta, on the outskirts of Atlanta. Stone Mountain, I got that on one of my, bucket lists. Well, hell, that's where they went. That's where they went so that he could, give the ceremony for reviving the KKK. So I want to know who really lying about heaven. Who's really lying about heaven to Black America? Because white America can go up there to heaven all they want to. They ain't finna be in the fields picking all that big ass cotton up there. It look like clouds down here, but up there, it look like it could be cotton. And then y'all the one that sat here and made us believe about the pearly white gates. And I remember I was a little girl. I saw it too because I used to go to church too. And I saw that book that had the pearly white gates with the white man standing in front of it. And y'all the ones put that picture of that white man in front of us our whole life, Black America. That's why we got the vision of Jesus and God being white. And see, it just gave us this whole illusion to build onto. But this man done told it, and it's been in their book. Dr. Joy DeGraw, when she was showing her documentary and stuff, honey, that one man said we don't even have a soul. So why is y'all thinking y'all gonna be in heaven free with white people? You ain't even unoppressed here. You see, Black America, we gotta start thinking. Shit, hell no, y'all ain't going nowhere with y'all. Sure ain't. You better keep going past heaven. Keep going. Set it on your GPS. Matter of fact, when you transcend from here, go a little further. Go a little further. Ain't nobody gonna be coming back to get us and stuff. We're gonna have to keep reliving this whole thing over and over and over again. I might not even want to come back with y'all. Shit, if y'all gonna be this, I bet our ancestors and John Brown. And see, John Brown is in heaven with his people. See, John Brown is up there with them, with his people, letting them know. Damn, white folks, you done oppressed them on earth. Now, after they done died, you got them in behind some gates. Your ass is on horses in heaven. Oh, they like, oh, hell no. John's here too. Who let John in? We got to start thinking. These folks tell us anything and we sit there and believe it. And then we see what they doing. And Black people still ain't pissed off about Trump actually getting in there and flipping the script on them. It's white folks that's pissed off. And them other folks, like the agents, they said they was using the affirmative action more than we were using it. And now they mad and stuff, they've been mad. Like, what the hell happened? Because everybody's so used to using what's really meant for us. But it ain't meant for us. It's just held out there like a carrot. Like for Black America to keep trying to get to it and they keep moving it up. And then somebody come along and grab the whole damn thing. And we just ain't got nothing. That's how we are. Because we refuse to look at us, to consider us, to be faithful to us. Be faithful to us. Who else do you see out here that can actually survive all of this and still have some piece of sanity? Because everybody else ain't even got no common sense. They literally have no common sense. And when Black America finally loses that last remnant of our essence, we gonna be just as fucked up as they are. But white America gonna be the only one that's really faking the funk. Yeah, like Jimmy earlier said, fake the funk and fake it till you make it. Yeah, white America gonna be the only one around here that's like they so calm and pure and generous and trustworthy, and they gonna see everybody at that point. White folks, all the immigrants that's over here and stuff, white folks gonna see all of them like little babies that need to be controlled. And what is it that they be coming in doing and stuff, you know, and colonized. They need to be controlled and colonized and taken care of because they're savages and they don't know how to live. And kind of like they did when they came over and said, oh, the Indians, like I was reading that book about Minneapolis. When Minneapolis wasn't nothing but just barren land. Yes, honey, the whole dam was just barren land. It was so beautiful and serene, y'all, and stuff. But then, you know, when I turned the page, you could see the black people, the native people. They said that was the Native American. You know, all the people that bought black people legacy for $5. Yeah, them. But it was a lot of them. They was on the shore where the dam was at. They were just looking at their land, you know, and they were just chilling out, looking at their land. But then you seen a white man. He was standing like this right here, y'all. I got the book. I'm gonna pull that book out too. He was standing like this right here over he was on he might have been standing on a rock. But anyway, he was like this right here, like he was blessing their land. What he really was doing was taking it. He was taking their land. And they were just, you know, just laid back on their rocks and they were talking to each other and stuff, you know. They had them a little lunch and stuff, and that white man was standing right there in their face. Hell, he probably had told them, continue what you're doing. You're fine. I'm just going to get some of this mist. Because, you know, it was a dam. So, you know, it was misty and stuff, and it was warm, and it was just nature. Honey, next thing I know, when I turned a couple of more pages, honey, it was looking like this outside. Yep. The dam wasn't a dam no more. Done changed everything. Well, that's how it's finna be now once everybody lose their sanity and you know, be more like white folk used to be. So yeah, I think it's high time that we, you know, unite with each other and stuff. And so yeah, we're gonna read a little bit because you know, I'm gonna be getting out of here anyway. You know, we'll probably be getting out of here at the same time people finally getting out of church. Oh, and on that note, tell your friends and family and stuff, you know, have y'all seen what's going on and stuff? You might want to tell your pastor to reimburse you before everybody else do. Because people finna start needing their money back. People is finna start needing their money. And oh, honey, somebody gonna say, now you know you tithe 10% every Sunday. Now when you think about it, that's $200 every Sunday you go to church. Yeah, I was you. I go up there and tell Pastor and First Lady, you need your money back. You better do it. Hey, I'm just saying. Because I remember years ago before I stopped going to church, what happened was I needed help with my light bill. And the pastor there didn't want to help me, honey. But I told him, you need to look in your book back there. Because I tithe every Sunday, $50. It don't go up, it don't go down. Because that's all I got to give. But then I was like, yeah, I need some help this year. And that was like in 2013, 2015 or something like that. And I was just like, yep, I won't be coming here no more. Because he going to tell us that our 10s and 20s wasn't adding up. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh, what? Whoa. Ooh, so, yeah, you know, I'll go ask for my money back. Just see what they say. Just ask them and see what they say. See what they tell you. I don't know. Shoot, tell them that you got something big coming up and stuff. You just need all your money reimbursed. Just like that coat you had to take back, you know, that you bought on that Christmas holiday. But, you know, it was too much money. So you did wear it one time, but you got to take it back. Just tell them like that. It's a refund. Watch they tell you, we don't have that. We don't have that money. We paid our bills. I'm sorry, too, but it's going to happen. Just go get your money back. Don't be mad at me. Because a lot of us, they tell your mama and your aunties and stuff, because, you know, they probably not on here, the elderly not. Yeah, they probably not on here. Y'all know what's happening with our elderlies right now. Don't you? Check on them. Them folks revoking the Civil Rights Act of 1965 is bringing back all of the memories of their loved ones. What happened when we didn't have those protections? And yeah, everybody finna get it now. The LGBTQ, everybody finna get it now. Trump going back to one gender with that and stuff. You know, two genders, man and woman and stuff, whatever that looks like to you. But they won't have protection no more. Getting your job and stuff, you know, on your color, your height, your religion, your gender. Ain't none of them protections finna be for nobody no more. And you know, yeah, everything finna get really, really crucial for Black Americans, and people finna get pissed off at Black America too. And we ain't even did nothing. We haven't even did anything. We haven't even forced white America, especially the white woman, to where the fuck is your amends at? You know, everything is because of her ass. Everybody, we all ought to be mad at her motherfucking ass. Now you sit up here and shit, and you want to come to the cookout. You want to dance, cook, clean, walk, talk, look, dress like Black women, when all along it was your motherfucking ass that the white man just get in such rage about. Honey, the foolishness of it. Where's that word y'all come out with? Caucasity. You know, but then like I was saying, Trump going back to the two genders for Black America. Two genders, that's man and woman. What's finna happen is everybody finna go back to their own gender, finna go back to their natural gender. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now you still gonna see Black folks, you know, following the trend. Black folks gonna have a hard time saying, "Oh yeah, I fucked up. I ain't no man. I'm a woman, y'all. Let me go and put on my little red dress." Black people finna have a problem. The Black man finna have a problem saying, you know what, brother? I'm gonna have to take off these damn earrings and shit, man. Come on, let's go hoop. Black people, we finna have a problem with that. Because, see, we do things sincerely. We don't do things in a manipulative way. And see, white America got such a strong hold on us that it seemed like, you know, it's the right thing to do. Because that, I don't know what they did to us. Maybe it's just the fear. I don't know how it's got such a strong hold on us. Maybe it's the religion. As far as I can see and stuff, the fear of white folks, the holding on, the keeping of religion, it keeps that little thin tether where we just can't connect the dots. We cannot critically think. We cannot empathize with us because of that. So yeah, we gotta relearn everything. But let's read somebody that's gonna give us some hope. You know? Because I don't know if it's feeling like 1965 to y'all yet, but it is. Yeah, it truly is. We really didn't know what time it was, no way. No, because you know them folks changed the calendars and stuff. I done got confused. Was it the Julian calendar first or the Gregorian calendar first? Well, it was one of them. But the first calendar only had 10 months. Then they motherfucking ass added 2 more months to it. And yeah, so we really didn't know what time it was. And I didn't know why Marvin Gaye came up with that song. See, every song that our heroes and sheroes and our lovebirds, our songbirds sang to us, they had a message. And Marvin Gaye was asking us, you know, he said he made the song because we was asking us what's going on, what's happening, what's good, brother, what you know. When you know all we were supposed to say was, let's be for each other. We ain't got no friends. You know, we were supposed to tell it where we can understand that we need to unite. We need to look out for us. But, you know, it was just fucked up. And then Martin came along and told us to, you know, love everybody and hold hands with everybody and stuff. And then Black folks started doing that. And we started, you know, he told us that he had a dream and we wanted the dream too. But he woke up and told us the truth. But we had it hard. We always have it hard to, you know, to make those amends and that change. We can't just bust that U-turn like white America do. You know, so we've been in it, you know, wholeheartedly. We've been in this. And it's going to be hard for us to get out of it. But, honey, we got to go. We got to motherfucking go. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't you get in them Tesla cars, your ass going to be in there. But let's read, y'all. And look at this book right here. This book right here is like our third book about our inventors and our scientists, y'all. We got so many heroes. That's all we need. We sitting here letting our babies be taught about how to glorify white supremacy, the white man. What the hell has his ass done? We just read about Katherine Johnson. Hell, he couldn't even, the white man wouldn't even go up in the sky. Shit, until Katherine said, all right, it's done. You know, there's nothing that we need to be teaching our babies except for us. Yeah, I don't know. Hell, you got them in school. You can teach them how to count and read. You know, once they get in school for 8 hours a day, don't you know they done taught our kids about all these fumbling fathers, slave masters, and, you know, everybody. But look at Faith. Don't she look good? This colorful right here. This book is by Hudson, but the illustration is awesome. It's so colorful. Your babies will love this. Start reading to our babies too, if you already don't. The illustrations is by Karen K. Robinson. And who is the book by? We read the because in case y'all want to go get this. The book is by Cheryl Willis Hudson. And it's a good book for the babies and stuff. We just learning it because at nighttime, you know, we have a hard time with all this savagery that, you know, white folks done to us. I know I do. I can't just speed read through it. So at lunchtime, you know, we read about, you know, some of our heroes and our scientists and, you know, the engineers and stuff and our soldiers that won the wars and stuff. Our creators and stuff, because y'all, this new world order, who else gonna give us the creations to survive in the new world order? Have we even thought about that? For Black America, how are we gonna survive this new world order? Where is our resources and our tools for Black America? Everything that they're building up seems to have nothing to do with us. I'm just saying, you know, in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, D. Jordan, they used to pierce their lip with a metal plate so they couldn't speak. Don't make no sense how they just do Black people. Honey, that's all right. Let them do what they gonna do, because we finna get the hell away from them. And the ones that want to stay around them and stuff, you taking your chances. Because ain't nobody coming back. If at best, you're going to have to meet us halfway. You're going to have to meet somebody halfway. Because, you know, we can't be doing that no more. We supposed to learn these lessons. And other people that's here, you know, around us, and because everybody claim they love us. I mean, you can go anywhere in this world. Everybody know Black people. Everybody love Black people. Oh, they want the music. They want the swag. They want the vibe. You know. But that's all they want. Ain't nobody ever told us, Black folk, why don't y'all just get away from white folks? You know, just get away from them. But they all up under us. Make me wonder here, so who gonna be Black when y'all do exterminate us? Ain't that what you're trying to do? Ain't that what your government trying to do, exterminate Black people? So who really gonna stand up and be like, oh yeah, I'm Black. It's finally the Black people. And then where's the rest of us that do survive? Where's we gonna be at? Say if they get us down like 500,000. 1 million, 1.5 million Black people. So where is, you know, I'm just saying right here in the United States, because that's what this book is, racial violence in the United States. But say it on the whole world. Over the whole world, if it's only Dr. Francis Cress Welsing explained it out of the world, the top part right there would be white folks, which we'll say maybe 10%. And the rest of it would be like 90%, which is people of color. Well, you know, if they get our numbers down, you know, it really don't mean it's going to increase their numbers because they get our numbers down. You know, the whole thing is just, I'm really suspicious. Yeah, I'd be really suspicious. And what's that word they say we are? Prejudice. Because I don't think we can be racist. Yeah, because if I could be racist, if I had any power, everybody would get their ass up and go. Get your ass up and go back to your mother's grandmother's land. That's who need to get up and go. You ain't even got nothing here. And whatever you done invented, created, your people done contributed, you can take that with you. So yeah, we ain't got no racial power. We can't be racist. I would use it if I could. So yeah, you know, I'm not even prejudiced. I'm just suspicious. I'm not prejudiced at all, honey. I'm suspicious of y'all asses. Every last one of you. I know Sabrina been in the family for a long time. Hell, if white folks take her, she'll probably go back over there with them. She will probably go back over there with them. I'm just saying. Shit, hell, you the one that want to be around 1,000 snakes. So make sure what you opening the door for. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, that's going to have to be an individual personal decision. And everybody need to be honest with themselves. Please find it in your heart. If you got a soul, please find it in your heart and soul to not sacrifice Black America. Don't manipulate Black America. Don't continue to infiltrate us and mislead us, because we deserve a chance, just like everybody do. So if that's for any other people that's in here and stuff, be like, what the hell is she talking about? Whoever see this stuff. But find it in your heart, to just leave Black America alone. Don't be trying to manipulate us and infiltrate us and, help white America achieve their end meaning. Because if you do, honey, the whole sun gonna blow up. Yep, that's right. The whole sun gonna blow up. The sun gives the majority of its energy to Black people. The cosmos manifested us. Who else you think the sun is for? That don't even make no sense. The sun don't even like white people. The sun don't like white folks like that. It ain't even enough waters, sea, ocean, the rivers. It ain't even enough marine life. Put everything together. Put these few white folks. Put all the animal life. Put all the marine life, the whales, the dolphins, the fish, put all of it together. Everything. Everybody that's a living, the insects, the bugs. Put all that together. That don't even equal, not even a small amount. They're not receiving no energy from the sun that even equals the energy that we get from the sun. They can't. I know the sun made them too, but we were manifested by the cosmos. See? Oh, Then your Bible say God said, I'm giving you dominion over the animals. So you was here before the animals was. It's just common sense. I don't know. You got the book. I ain't even got a Bible. Shit, I didn't know what it said. I just remember what folks be saying and stuff. We be talking about it and stuff. That's why me and that one lady got into it on the bus. Because she just want to keep talking about the Bible and Jesus this and Jesus that. And, And I just said, all I said was, hey, can we talk about the ancestors something? That's all I said. I didn't want to sit on the whole bus and we going to sit here and glorify Jesus the whole time. Is he at least Black? Is he at least Black? And then, for folks to say, well, the ancestors ain't never came. We ain't called on them. We have, because we've been brainwashed to call on white Jesus. Cesario Borgio. I didn't know either. Yeah, so, I'm just, hell, I feel betrayed too. Shit, I'm just not going to keep my mouth shut about it. Shit, everybody finna know I feel betrayed. So you better not talk to me about nothing. Yeah, you better just smile and we go on about our business. Yep, sure is. And it's joyful. I ain't mad. I sleep well at night. I sure do, honey. Because, see, you get that personal freedom. When you get that personal freedom, that's kind of like white folks made us think that financial freedom is where it's at. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Hell, I don't even need money for all that. Shit, you can't drag me to Walmart. I might run in and get me some shoes and run right back out. You can't drag me to no massage parlor or nail shop. Come on, let's go get our lashes done, face. Lay back. Close your eyes. Well, who closing their eyes? Shit, you a lie. You is a lie. So, they done fooled us thinking that this whole financial freedom is the whole thing. It ain't. No, it ain't. Personal freedom. Where we can speak, we can talk about whatever. See, we can talk about white America. They good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravenousness. Yeah, I know some of y'all, I seen that movie last night. Yeah, they didn't tell you about the savageness and the ravishness, though, did it? They just tell you about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then when we teaching our children and stuff, y'all, Everything. We bring up everything we watch from when we get up in the morning. We talking about good morning. Good morning. I'm cussing and you cursing. Good morning. Ain't nothing good about morning. All our people woke up in the morning. They done sold the babies away. Done whipped the husband. He's still out there on the pole because they wouldn't let nobody go and take him down. And then the master come along in the daytime and say, oh, it's the good morning. You mourning good, aren't you? You're grieving all night. You're mourning good. Go in the house, Bessie. You've been out here all night. John will be fine. And the black man just hanging up there, just, he all bloody and stuff, clothes torn off of him, and, But yeah, we got to stop in this stuff. You want to read something to your baby, go get the book. Look at the real McCoy. Elijah McCoy. What? Sarah Rector. What about Sarah Rector? The richest little black girl in the United States. See, we ain't gotta stay into white America's mindset. Look at that, George Washington Carver. Oh, my ancestors. It's so many of them. Even John Brown got a book. Because, see, I don't want to turn us to thinking that, that no white people can have his mindset. Because white people had the choice. White people had a choice to be like John or to be like them damn savages that they call their founding fathers, their ancestors. And they still got a choice. They got this choice in heaven, obviously. That's where they at. If that's where John is at, I'm pretty sure he's still doing the same thing, telling them to stop being evil. How could you do that to black people on earth and in the other dimension? So yeah, our people ain't with their asses. Our people's in the afterlife. We letting them stay over there. That's why we got to separate here. What it say? Your Bible say, as above, so below. So like they separate up there. The ancestors is in the afterlife. Don't put Emmett Till and them and George Stinney and Medgar Evers. Don't put all of them with these same demons. Forever. Eternity. Shit, start thinking for yourself. Look at there. Why you want to go look at the good, the bad, and the ugly? Look, we got black heroes, black cowboys. Bill Pinkett is a black rodeo. We ain't nothing on TV that our asses need to be looking at. Honey, everything that we need, you can find the blackness in it. Go find it and start teaching our babies so we can give them that glimmer of hope that we need from them. Because they're the only ones that's going to figure out how we can get our asses out of these Tesla cars and stuff. Ain't that something? Ain't that some white folks done literally built a car that you black people can't get out of? What about when they start making them cars where you could go buy them and stuff? They be like, $25,000. Oh, get you a Tesla car for $15,000. And then everybody go buy a Tesla like it's a Cadillac. And then when the shit really hit the fan and stuff, the Tesla is taking your ass to the smart cities. And when they get you in there, you can't get out of the smart city. Yeah, you cannot get out of the smart city. You're going to be in there till everybody is in it. And then some gas going to come down over everybody so that you will, have Drapertonia for real. And you won't be trying to escape. It's a whole, you can imagine it how you want to when you read the book. I don't care. As long as you got a connection with your ancestors. That's why I said we got to meditate now. We done prayed too much. Hell, y'all praying and they praying. Everybody praying. See, this word play, this ain't even our real language. Every word, every other word that we speak is a curse. Yeah, it's a curse. You wake up in the morning time telling everybody in the house, good morning, good morning. I just told you what the white man did with morning. And then he made the black woman that was crying, he made her say good morning. Because she was crying and stuff. She wanted her baby that he had sold. She wanted her husband that was still tied up to the pole. She was still crying and stuff. She hadn't slept none. And then he bring his old funk ass out there and stuff talking about, oh, you been crying all night, huh, Sally? You been grieving good, ain't you? You're mourning, you still mourning. He ain't dead, Sally. He'll be all right. I'll get him to bring John in after lunch. Or some shit like that. And then he tell her, say it's good morning. Your morning good, Sally? Your morning good? Say it, Sally. So she started saying it, good morning. And that's how we got started saying good morning. Yep. I know if you look it up in the dictionary, it's going to say daytime. That's what it's supposed to say. Hell, they knew you weren't going to be reading it. That's why they said put it in a book. Yeah, in case you do start reading it. So you see, all of this is a whole illusion against you, Black America. That's why I'm like, shit. So yeah, I do. They getting slower and slower. Mm-hmm. Aya is our righteousness. Aya. Or is it Aya? I don't know. I don't know nothing about all that the Jews and the God of Israel. Where I'm from is just Jesus and God. Yep. And see, that's because Black people dropped the ball. We didn't give us, the teachings and the lessons that we supposed to. Like Baba, brother. Like brother Dr. Ray Hagins. He coined self-hate as dedicated ignorance. All this time, I never knew it was another term for self-hatred. All of the hundreds of thousands, however many people it is, that are, like I said, outside of the wealth, greatness that y'all got, and the education, that y'all got and stuff. It's a whole lot of us that, we didn't get the lingo, the language. And we are the ones that's responsible for that. How else are we going to learn the language and the terminology that we create? Oh, we just going to talk like this between us. Now I'm supposed to just keep dedicated ignorance between me and you. Now I'm supposed to say dedicated ignorance to everybody that I speak to. And I do. So now maybe people down here with me, we can know what self-hatred is really coined as. It's coined as dedicated ignorance. I didn't write the year that he did it. I guess it was the 80s or something like that. Some other stuff that came up. I guess I saw something with 1980. I don't know. Look it up if you want to find out when he dedicated, when he coined this, dedicated ignorance. But the thing is that we don't make sure us as a whole know these things, as a village. And, that's a division tactic. That's keeping us divided. I'm like, shoot, if I wasn't, one to just read and write everything and stuff, would I even have this opportunity right now? Because y'all sharing and giving everything to those like you. What about those that haven't made it there? What about those who need to know? Who need to be reached out to? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And I already know, honey, this right here is where the miracle we looking for is going to come from. Sure is, because I'm not even going to, fake the funk and stuff. Y'all, a lot of y'all going to be trapped in them cars. And just don't get in them. But then anyway, y'all, this right here is Faith Ringgold. I never heard of her name. I don't think so. She looked familiar. Let's read, see who she is and stuff. She was born October the 8th in 1930 in Harlem, New York, New York. My process is designed to give us colored folk and women a taste of the American dream straight up. Faith Ringgold describes herself as a painter, a sculptor, an art activist, a feminist, and an educator. She broke ground during the 1960s and 1970s in the world of contemporary fine art when her protest and performance events took center stage in the New York Museum art world. Oh, honey, she got her sculptures and paintings in the museum. And honey, everybody else was just to the side. You take everything else off the wall. Just pushing everything else off the wall because hers was right there in the center. I already know how it was. Now renowned for her story quilts, Faith is also the author and illustrator of more than a dozen children's books, including the Caldecott Honor Book Tar Beach, and that's Caldecott. Caldecott Honor Book Tar Beach, Tarbeach. Ooh. Central to her work of 6 decades are social commentary and interest in African rhythm, pattern, color, and repetition, and embracing what she calls an authentic Black aesthetic. Ooh, Black aesthetic. I don't even know what that word mean. What that word mean, y'all? Aesthetic. What does that mean? Aesthetic. Wow, is that like a medicine or something, like a healing? What is it? Do y'all know? I'm gonna look it up. See, all of these words, when you start reading and learning and stuff, honey, it's words you never seen and stuff, and your mind just light up like on the Independence Day when the spaceship started lighting up and the scientist, he was so happy and stuff, and he was like, yeah, the lights came on and the gadgets started beeping up and stuff. And they're like, what's going on, man? Hell, people dying out there, you know. But it's just like that when we start reading and studying about us and stuff, our minds just come alive, and the possibilities and what happened and what could happen, and it just awakens us to us. As much as they try to put us asleep, honey, remember your ancestors. Thank your ancestors. Just say it. Thank your ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. And honey, they all gonna look at you, but in love. And that's when they gonna all know, the ancestors gonna know collectively that we receiving them finally. That's where we got to get to. Faith was the youngest of 3 children born and raised in Harlem during the Great Depression to Willie Posey Jones, Willi. Willie Posey Jones and Andrew Lewis Jones. Faith's mother was a fashion designer and encouraged her early interest in art, and she taught her how to sew. Her father was an avid reader and storyteller, and their home was always filled with musicians, artists, writers, and creative performers from the vibrant Harlem art scene. No wonder she was such an awesome lady, because that's all that was around them was artists, writers, and fashionists and stuff, Wow, now look at us. We don't even know the talents we have and stuff because we too afraid to come together now. Yeah, we too afraid to show that. You show me that, you can sing and stuff, and I just bring out my guitar, my piano, and I start playing. Before you know it, honey, we done made a #1 hit. And all the black people, when black people hear it and stuff, all our goosebumps just start coming up on our arms and stuff, and it feels so good. It just called to us. It's like the sun, it's like the vibes of the sun rays. It's like they were sending music to us. As we were accepting that energy from the sun, it's like it was music. And then white folks come along, honey, and they take that song and put white folks on the cover of it. And yeah, but let's read. When Faith enrolled at the City College of New York in 1950, she studied art education instead of majoring in art due to the college's sexist curriculum policy. She studied art education instead of majoring in art due to the college's sexist curriculum policy. She began teaching art in the New York public school system, but became increasingly interested in pursuing a career in painting, inspired by her friends James Baldwin, I'm not your Negro, and Jacob Lawrence and Amiri Baraka. I've heard that name before too. In her memoir, We Flew Over the Bridge, Faith recounts transformative moments in her search for recognition as a painter and how they grew out of everyday life experiences, the intersection of her involvement in the civil rights movement of the 1960s, her confrontation of systemic and institutional racism in the 70s and 80s. Oh, yeah, she fought her whole life, honey, in the 70s and 80s, and her personal experience with blatant sexual bias in the arts throughout her career. Yeah, my sister, she wasn't having none of that. Faith's story quilts capture a wide range of experiences through a unique combination of fantasy, realism, written narration, figurative expression, African American history, social commentary, and activism. And you mean to tell me we want to sit there and spend all our time watching Jerry, Steve, cooking shows, Miss Judge Judy, not to mention the Waltons, Hee Haw and Dukes of Hazzard. All that bullshit. Man, see, that's because we let white America just give us ideas. And, and usurp. Is that the word? Usurp, USURP. Our time and our thoughts. See? Because I think once we really got intermingled and, and white America really became a part of our lives, then, we had to forsake some things that we had in our lives, like our reading and talking to us and keeping our memory and our histories alive, our stories. We couldn't keep those things as long as, we made it normal and we normalized it where, white folks in the morning time, they get over and just come over to the house and stuff, wherever you lived at. Where I was raised at and stuff, it was that way. It probably still is now because after a while, everybody just living together. This is our community. Our children play together. They go to school together and stuff, So for little Tommy to come over and you get, and get Derek Jr., and, they're going to go outside and play and stuff, and Derek Jr. is watching the Black Panthers. He watching Deacon for Defense, Marvel Collins, Westside Preparatory School. Well, now little Tommy come over all the time and stuff, so we don't put that on now. We put on Dukes of Hazzard or some, superficial stuff like that. But see, that was to the detriment of us. Yeah, honey, that fucked us up. Don't get it twisted now. Yeah. And it said, but yeah. But if Jesus, also known as Christ Jesus of Mary, also known as the God of Israel, was real, he would speak to all so-called Israelites, also known as Jews today, in his voice and get rid of all the confusion and lies and etc. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'd rather just go with what I think, what I believe. Yeah, I just rather go with what I think, what I believe about the cosmos. And then, at nighttime when the cosmos, when it's dark, that ain't nothing but a womb up there. That's a womb. That's why I say, it manifested the woman, the black woman, the black man. It could. We in a patriarchal system. You can say it manifested the man first if you want to. I don't care. But yeah, the cosmos manifested the black woman, the black man. And, at nighttime, you can see it's a womb. It's dark. It's got the sun up there, the stars. That's where the planets is born at and stuff. Stars is born and, stars is coming to life. And then they be like, oh, a star exploded. Then, oh, there was a new black hole formed, it's forming, giving birth to rainbows and stuff like that, So, yeah, I can see that that's a womb up there. And the black woman's womb, too. It's like triple darkness, I read somewhere many years ago. Triple darkness. Yeah, the triple blackness or what have you. I don't know. I was thinking to myself, so other people bellies, when the baby's in there, it might be dark. It might be one shade of dark. But triple darkness, that's the black woman's belly. Triple darkness. Y'all the one probably heard of it. I just remember reading. But yeah, it says here, her work is collected by major museums worldwide. Social commentary, worldwide, including the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Guggenheim Museum, the Museum of Modern Art, and the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Now, why we got to go to the Mall of America? Why we got to go to Northtown Mall, Macy's, Marshalls, and stuff? Can't we go to museums, bookstores, and buy stuff that's meaningful, stuff that's worthy for our families? Can we at least take our little cousin, our little nephews and stuff? Hey, let's go to the museum. Then they may see something and be like, Auntie Face, I want to get one of those. I want to get me a telescope, because they seen Benjamin Banneker, and he done built the whole city. He drew it out with a pencil or ink pen. The whole city, was that Washington, San Francisco, one of them big cities. The president asked him to do it. And then, little nephew said, well, Auntie Face, I want a telescope too. I want to be like Benjamin. And so we go get him a telescope. But we got to give us these ideas. At least give it to us. Because I'm telling you, Black America, ain't nobody creating nothing for us. We done had our creative streak, they said. Everybody said we done had our creative streak. If you build anything, create anything today, it better be for white America. And I say that's a lie. We better be creating for us to get through white America's New World Order. New World Order gonna happen. It's gonna happen. About the New World Order. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna read all this right now. I'm gonna get through some about it. Look at all that right there about the New World Order. Ooh. And Bush said, we have before us the opportunity to forge a new world order. Yep, sure did. He said it's a era freer from the threat of terror, stronger in the pursuit of justice, and more secure in the quest for peace. For peace for who? Is they talking about from us? I got a problem with all of this now that I've been reading it and stuff, because it seems like folks are still under the impression that we are a threat to them, and we have never been a threat to nobody. Black America haven't. That's a lie. So is, but let's read. Yep. Madam C.J. Walker. She was born December 23rd in 1867 in Delta, Louisiana. She died May the 25th, 1919 in Irvington, New York. And I'm pretty sure that's Louisiana, I think, because it say Delta, L.A. But see, that's why you got to get your channels and stuff. Because I'm going to need to be on your channel for math, some science. You know, I need help. I am interested, though. I got a little interest in those subjects. So when I do come and join, you know, I will be coming to learn. I won't be coming to just sit up in there and just, you know, be up in there hours and hours and stuff. I don't do that. I don't waste my time no more. But look at Madam C.J. Walker, y'all. Look. Oh, this is awesome. This book is awesome. Let me put the picture up so y'all can really see it. Put the full screen up. Look, this book is really awesome. And all of them, it's a really great likeness to them in real life. I didn't know what Faith looked like, but it's really colorful. Your babies will love this book. Look at Wilma Rudolph. These are awesome. Let me see somebody. Shirley Chisholm. Don't they look like Shirley? See the likeness in here. This is really good. Your babies, this right here will get their attention. And as you read to them and stuff, then you read. And you be actively reading. You know, don't be like Madam C.J. Walker upon Sarah Breedlove. No, you got to get into the story. If you can't do it, then you call Shay Shay. And you ask Shay Shay to do it. She love to read. But we got to start somewhere. You listen so you can learn. You know, we got to tell our own stories now. We, Black America, got to tell our own stories now. I've been seeing a lot of our families, you know, from over across the waters and stuff, you know, telling our stories and stuff, because they know they need to be told. But see, that's where our asses need to do too. We need to have that same focus. Now here we are, some of us content to let somebody else tell our stories, what we have endured here. I give them credit for doing, just like I give Cameron McWhirter, the white man, credit for doing this right here. We watched his documentary on Red Summit. It's on YouTube. It was like, what, an hour long? I think it was like an hour long. But he got a documentary on this book, Racial Violence in Kentucky. That's got a documentary, but it's a black man standing up in a lecture hall. We haven't watched that and stuff. I'll just be looking at it and stuff. But we just got to start telling our own stories. You know, if you can't listen to my stories and stuff, you know, then go listen to somebody else. I didn't know I was going to be reading all y'all asses anyway. I thought I was going to be doing something else. You know, but hey, I like to read, so I don't have a problem with it, honey. I got my day by giving myself a start. Ooh, that's what Madam C.J. Walker said. Yeah. Honey, that's kind of like pay yourself first. Yep, I got my start by giving myself a start. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like before I even get out of bed, I say, thank you, ancestors, because, honey, I woke up. Yes, honey, I just say, thank you, ancestors, honey, and this on, I'm running for the rest of the day till I got to stop and sit down and talk to y'all and stuff. Yeah, which I love it. I love talking to my people. Honey, if I'd have knew any of this, I'd have been no told us. Sure. All right, let's read. Madam C.J. Walker, born Sarah Breedlove, is an iconic figure in African-American history because of her success as a businesswoman, a philanthropist, and a political activist. Against tremendous odds, including a lack of formal education. She didn't have no formal education either. No. Including a lack of formal education, she created an eponymous Woo, Eponymous. She created an eponymous empire of hair care products and services and a national sales force, which during her lifetime became a model of entrepreneurship, and leadership for African Americans. She's often referred to as the first self-made black female millionaire in the United States. I did see her movie too. I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, I've seen it on Netflix. And I agree with, our people that said that they shouldn't have divided her and sister because, sister that was in the movie was lighter than Madam C.J. Walker was. And, they had some differences and stuff like that. But her story was magnificent too. I forgot her name in the movie and stuff. But yeah, but our sisters and stuff was saying, well, why they always have to divide us like that? They could have just, made small mention or minor mention, I guess, of the other lady because it was Madam CJ's movie about her. And then do another movie with the other lady and stuff. But white America do what they want to do. So yeah. Sarah was the first child born to Owen and Minerva Breedlove after the Emancipation Proclamation. Orphaned by age 7, she was working as a domestic 3 years later. Wow, y'all. She was orphaned by the age 7 years old. Orphaned by the age 7. She was working as a domestic 3 years later. That means at 10 years old. After experiencing years of backbreaking work as a laundress, domestic, and a cook, Sarah yearned for an educated life for her daughter and herself. In 1904, she became a commission agent, selling hair care products for Annie Turnbow Malone at the Poro Company. That's Poro. Oh, I thought I wrote something down of them. I'm going to see if I can find it, though, because I remember writing about the Poro. The Poro, because I remember thinking to myself, well, what is that? But it was, it actually became a school. What was I learning about I was reading about St. Louis, I think. Homer G. Phillips, the first hospital in St. Louis. And it was named the Providence Hospital, I think. And it was talking about how the college there, the university there, didn't have a law school. So they actually put the law school in another building until they got one. But her name came up, Annie Malone, because she actually got a foster care system called the Annie Malone Foster Home. Yeah, I got it somewhere. I guess I didn't write it on this right here, but I remember writing it down. So when I just saw that word, Poro, and that's what it was called and stuff, I will read it to y'all. And, and maybe you can see that, yeah, it was kind of, like that. I might be off a little bit, but, that's all right. We just got to learn. And by repetition, then we'll be able to remember and recall, our heroes and sheroes. Yes. Because we got to get our own creative thoughts, thinking and that stuff now. White America is not really satisfying, giving us the prompts that we need to make sure that we're going to be okay. We're supposed to be getting prompts and hints and, and nudges to prepare for the new world for us. And we're not doing any of that. Oh, did I? Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. We're not doing any of that. That's why it's very important that we start reading to our babies and we start helping their minds to open up a little bit. Not to mention, we need to remember anyway. We need to know these things. All right, let's read. Soon after, Sarah and her daughter moved to Denver, where Sarah began developing her own line of hair care products. In 1906, she married Charles Walker, who also became her business partner. See, that's another thing. Sisters, brothers. We need to find somebody of us. Yeah, and I don't think I said it yet. Have black babies. Find your love with us, within us. Stop sending yourself in a room with all them white bunny rabbits, and that's because that's who you're going to fall in love with, a white bunny rabbit. We got to quit being in the wrong places, the wrong spaces, and then claim we looking for love. Them days are over and gone with. We got to be in the right place for everything and that's happening in our life, everything that we hope to achieve, So yeah, we want to have black babies by black people, by us. Let them have babies with them. It's a new day. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. Fall in love with who you want to fall in love with then, but just know who else love them. You just know who else love them because their family's going to be their family. They great Mary, Peggy Sue, Karen, Becky, Brad, that's going to be their family. Okay, so long as you know, you can't get there and then be like, oh, Brad, why didn't you tell me that great Aunt Peggy was a racist and she was the one that they made the law because she was beating all those black babies? And he gonna tell you, why I gotta tell you anything? Ain't you even know what was happening to your people? See, we gotta start thinking. People gonna let you know shit whose side they on. Yep, so let's read. In 1906, she married Charles Walker, who also became her business partner. She was known as Madam C.J. Walker, a moniker that became her famous brand. Madam Walker built a house, a factory, a laboratory, a hair salon, and a beauty school to train her sales agents. She was training her people herself. You ain't finna go off nowhere else. We ain't finna set up establishment over here with these white folks. And then we're going to be under some kind of control with them. No, we're going to set this up right here where I can monitor what's going on. And that's what she did too, honey. She hired women to fill key management roles within the company. At the height of her career, she employed several thousand women as sales agents, organized national conventions, and used door-to-door sales and mail order advertising to expand her market. Her Walker method demonstrated how women could budget, build their own businesses, and become financially independent too. You can have it all. She modeled civic pride and gave generously to Black colleges, benevolent organizations, and Black institutions, including the National Negro Business League, the National Association of Colored Women's Clubs, and the NAACP. She and her daughter, Alayla, Alelia, Alayla, also supported artists and intellectuals of the Harlem Renaissance and participated in political demonstrations to protest unfair treatment of African Americans. 2 of her properties are listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and that is Villa Lewaro. That's Villa Lewaro, Villawaro in Irvington, New York, and Madam Walker Theater Center in Indianapolis. You can put them on your bucket list. Yep, go see them. If you live there and stuff, take some pictures and send it to us. Yeah, that is awesome. See, all of us, all of our ancestors that's created stuff, they got museums, they got statues that we can go see. We need to have bucket lists, specific bucket list. Although you don't want to just get up and start traveling today and stuff, because Black people, we do need a new green book. I'm not sorry to say any stuff. I didn't even have no knowledge about the green book. Like I said, it's been like maybe 10 years now. I've just been like, wow, I thought we was okay. But honey, we not okay. We ain't been okay. Yeah, so, before you get to traveling and stuff like that, make sure you know where you're going. Don't get trapped in them sundown towns. Make sure you okay. You make sure you okay. I ain't going nowhere with you. I know where I'm going, when I'm going, and how I'm going. Sure will, son. You better watch out. We better keep our eyes on the prize. Her legacy continues through numerous scholarships, awards, a U.S. postage stamp. She got a postage stamp. I think I done seen it before. And her induction into the National Women's Hall of Fame. I know, and that's Madam C.J. Walker. Look at her. Ain't she so beautiful and graceful? Wow. And see, all of these illustrations look just like them. They so beautiful. It look like, oh, I know who this is. It looked like she just, she was looking at the picture when she actually did this. But I don't know how she did it. Aaron K. Robinson. But honey, we give our hats off to you. And this is Diana Ross. Look at Diana. It kind of flavor a little bit, don't it? Yeah. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. I know, Diana Ross. She was born March 26, 1944, Detroit, Michigan. That's where she was born at, in Detroit. Yep. You've got to get out there and make your golden dream happen for yourself. That's what Diana said. You got to get out there and make your golden dream happen for yourself. You got to. There's a new me coming out, and I've got to live, and I want to give. I'm completely positive. I think this time around, I am gonna do it like you never knew it. That's Diana Ross. I know, right? See, we got to keep a song in our heart too, y'all. I know, I don't care if it's jam. Shit, if it's jam, then that's your song. Shit, wherever you at, on it. Jam. Oh, jam. Jam. Teddy jam for me, yeah. Whatever your song is, keep it in your heart. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you what I know, what I've been learning. Honey, this whole life been told on Black America, honey. The whole life. White folk playing our music and stuff like they can sing, like they can dance. Oh, they imitate really well. I like some of them. I like John Cougar Mellencamp. You know, when I was a little girl. She had a dream. Oh, it was a good one. You know, I like the John Cougar Mellencamp, some of them, you know. But after you learn and stuff, you kind of know. The hell, all that was ours too. We glad you got a little rhythm to you. We ain't even mad at you that you got a little rhythm to you. But see, it's those that took it and stole it and manipulated. That's where I got the problem at. Sure do, honey. But let's read Diana Ross. Y'all know Michael Jackson was in love with her too. Yes, honey. I saw that one little short, honey. Michael was mad because Diana gave everybody a hug up on the stage, y'all. I think Michael he was up there too. Yeah, he was up there too. I think she got the award from him or something like that. But Diana gave everybody a hug, but Michael Jackson, you could see it on his face. I was like, oh, Michael mad. Michael was jealous. He was in love with Diana Ross. And black people knew it. It was just awesome. You know, we just wonderful. We got to love us. We got to love us. Because I'm telling you, to love everybody else claim for Black America, honey, that's lust. That is lust. Ain't nobody got no love for us. During the early 1960s, Detroit, Michigan became known for more than manufacturing cars. Yeah, you know, Detroit was the manufacturer of the Ford, General Ford. The cars and stuff. From its roots and rich black cultural influences, a new music emerged that would become international in scope. The Motown sound, featuring such acts as The Temptations, Smokey Robinson, The Four Tops, and the female group The Supremes. Diana Ross, the lead singer, along with Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard, created the mega hits Where Did Our Love Go? Stop in the name of love and Come and See About Me. I know I'm still hoarse, but I love to sing too. Yeah, you know, singing helps you. It heals your body. We'll get to that before I leave. If I have, yeah, let's read. Diana debuted as a solo performer in 1970 with hits such as Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand, mega recording contracts, nightclub and television appearances, international concert tours, and movie roles. You know that one movie with her and Billy D. Williams? I don't know, was that Mahogany? But she got a couple of movies. Yeah, I was just a little girl, but I remember. Diana's total hits as a solo artist and as a member of the Supremes Top 70, and Billboard named her Female Entertainer of the Century. Not the year, not the decade, of the century. 100 years. Yeah. The teenage dreamer had become a glamorous diva. Yes, y'all, Diana. You know, they said that song, Dirty Diana, was about Diana too. Diana was born in a Detroit working class neighborhood. She attended Cass Technical High School, that's CASS. Cass Technical High School, studying clothing design and cosmetology with the goal of becoming a fashion designer. She dreamed big dreams and used her skills in makeup, hair care, sewing, and fashion to create a defining look for the Supremes. During her 20-year contract with Motown, she performed with other Motown stars, including Marvin Gaye and Lionel Richie, and was credited with discovering the Jackson 5. After transitioning into a solo career, she became an actress and appeared in films and Broadway shows. Diana starred in Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany, and The Wiz. And then in 1974, she was the first African-American female to co-host the Academy Awards. In 1981, she signed a $20 million contract. 7 years. In 1981, she signed a $20 million 7-year contract with RCA, which at the time was the most expensive recording deal in history. She also owned her own production company called ANAID, A-N-A-I-D. A-N-A-I-D, yeah. In her 6-decade career, Diana has performed in high school auditoriums, TV studios, stadiums, indoor concert stages, and private venues for the Queen of England, the Emperor of Japan, and the President of the United States. She has donated her talents and fundraising services to benefit international aid organizations and victims of natural disasters. She has indelibly, I-N-D-E-L-I-B-L-Y, never seen that word. She has indelibly influenced those recording artists who followed in her wake. That's Diana Ross, honey. Look at her. Yep. And that's probably why Michael fell in love with her and stuff, because she was the one that discovered them, And it's kind of like, he was just a kid and stuff. And it's kind of like to his mind, wow, she's awesome. She's magical. She actually made all of this happen, which, was really him. The magic was in him. You see? Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at Augusta. This is Augusta Fells Savage. Augusta Fells Savage. Let's read about her, and then, we're going to let y'all go so you can enjoy your Sunday, and you can get to reading to your babies, too. She was born February 29th in 1892 in Green Cove Springs, Florida. And she died March 26th in 1962 in New York, New York. My monument will be in my students' work. So I think what she was saying is that I don't need no statues and be in no museums or nothing. My monument will be shown in my students' work, showing that her students are going to achieve and excel. And that right there will be enough for her. Yeah, that'll be her monument. Well, who taught you? Who are your mentor? And it's her. Yep. And so everyone that you see that achieves and excels and go over and beyond and stuff, and folks say, well, wow, who taught you that? Where'd you learn that? Where'd you get your critical thinking skills and stuff, whatever. And they give her the credit. Augusta Fells Savage was a talented sculptor who blazed a trail as a pioneer working artist. Her activism and art helped mold and inspire the careers of future artists. As a child, she played in the rich clay near her home. But instead of making mud pies, Augusta molded pretty figures of farm animals. Despite her minister father's objections, she continued to make sculpture. After winning a prize for her sculptures at a Florida State Fair, the fair's superintendent encouraged Augusta to go to New York to study art. Armed with a letter of reference and big dreams, but no formal training, Augusta enrolled at Cooper Union in 1921. She excelled and completed her coursework in 3 years, but she was denied enrollment in a summer program in France because she was Black. Augusta fought back, writing a series of letters to local media, challenging the selection committee's discriminatory practices. Her story made headlines and garnered support for her work. In 1923, she was commissioned to sculpt a portrait of W.E.B. Du Bois and later one of Marcus Garvey for the Harlem branch of the New York Public Library. In 1929, she was awarded a Rosenwald, R-O-S-E-N-W-A-L-D, a Rosenwald Fellowship, and assisted by donations raised in the Black community. See, we always helped us. However we can. We always helped us. Put our little pennies and stuff in a jar. Put our little money in a jar. Yep. Augusta attended the Académie de la Grande Chambre. I know. A leading art school in Paris. And that's it. The Académie, Academie, de la Grande Chambre. Chaumire. Upon returning to the United States, she opened the Savage Studio of Arts and Crafts in Harlem and offered free classes and gallery space to students who included Gwendolyn Knight, Jacob Lawrence, and Norman Lewis. In 1934, Augusta became the first African-American artist to be elected to the National Association of Women Painters and Sculptors. Do y'all know they got a National Association of Women Painters and Sculptors? And she was the first one. How many other women was in there? But they were all white, though, of course. How long had it even existed? See how long we were kept out of stuff. A huge 16-foot tall harp, commissioned in 1939 for the New York World's Fair, is considered Augusta's best-known work. Inspired by a poem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, by James Weldon Johnson. Its strings are a line of singing children, and the sculpture symbolizes the musical gifts of Black people. Lift Every Voice and Sing, you know, that was written by James Weldon Johnson, and his brother composed the music to it. Yeah, his brother. I forgot his brother's name, but his brother composed the music to it, you know, and it's our theme song, African America's theme song. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Yeah, I love it. When I find it, I'll be bringing it out again, because I did sing it once at an event. One of our elderly sisters, that's her favorite song, and she wanted everybody to sing it. So one of the sisters made some copies, and at our next meeting, we all got up and sang it and stuff. And now look. And that was like, what, a year, maybe 4 years ago, I guess, 5 years ago. It was some years ago. And now, look, we actually was singing it and we were playing it here when I first got on and sat down. But, yeah, all right, this is our last one, y'all. I know this is the last one. But, look, it's Condoleezza Rice. I know. I remember seeing her name many years ago in politics and stuff. And I never see her name anymore. Well, I ain't into politics like that. I just be paying attention now. But, you know, I haven't seen her name. Did she pass or something? Where is Condoleezza? Condoleezza Rice. She was born November the 14th in 1954. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. See, this book hasn't been updated. This is just an older book. You know, we just start where we can just get your books and read. Yeah. The essence of America, what really unites us, is not nationality or ethnicity or religion. It is an idea that you can come from humble circumstances and you can do great things. That's what Condoleezza said. Let's read. Condoleezza Rice is an accomplished educator, musician, writer, athlete, and scholar who has achieved many remarkable firsts during her lifetime. She served as the 66th Secretary of State in the administration of President George W. Bush. She rose through the ranks of academia as a scholar specializing in Soviet studies and foreign relations, and an assistant professor at Stanford University. And she was eventually appointed as the first woman, the first African American, and the youngest provost of that institution. That's Provost. Her expertise in foreign relations and fluency in Russian led her to appointments as the first female national security advisor and the first African American female Secretary of State. So many firsts, y'all, for Condoleezza. See, I never even knew her. I just recalled her name, you know, after my adulthood and stuff. Condoleezza was born in Birmingham, Alabama, the only child of educators Angelina Rice and Reverend John Wesley Rice. They instilled in her the belief that in spite of institutionalized racism and the Jim Crow culture that surrounded her, Condoleezza could achieve excellence. The turbulence of the Birmingham of her youth were her playmate, Denise McNair, McNair, Denise McNair, and 3 other young girls were killed in the 1963 bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church. It greatly affected Condoleezza and her family, of course. But she was also nurtured by a loving family and community. She began piano lessons at the age of 3. She was a figure skater, and she read voraciously and achieved excellent grades. She loved to read too. See, we love to read. We got to break that myth that, Black people don't love to read, that our kids don't love to read. When they come in the house, you get them the right book to read. Yeah, they'll sit there. They might read Amelia Bedelia, but you get them the right stuff to read. You take that Amelia Bedelia and you tell sister here, read Betty Before X. You give them the right things to read. Age appropriate, of course. Now don't you go giving them nothing like no, Red Summer or something like that, that's going to be traumatizing to them. And then they're going to be going everywhere they go in school. Nah, I don't want to talk to you. I know what y'all did to John Brown. I know what your auntie and your uncle did. But your people was your great-grandmama the ones that was out doing them things, and they'll be emotional without having the wherewithal to handle those emotions and stuff. So we can't traumatize them because we let ourselves be traumatized. We just got to teach them so they'll know where their confidence, their self-esteem, the magic comes from within them. Give them that glimpse of faith and hope, who they are now. Let's stop white America from giving it to us, because they ain't never given us that we can use. Show ain't, honey. Nothing, in my opinion. All right, let's read. At the University of Denver, she abandoned her childhood dream of becoming a concert pianist when she discovered international studies under the mentorship of Professor Joseph Corbell. Joseph Corbell. And he was a Frenchman, I guess, or something, because his name is spelled Joseph. We spell Joseph, Joseph. And Corbell, Korbel, Corbell. And then it said when she discovered international studies. So we know it ain't national, it ain't here. Yeah. Although music and competitive sports continue to be important to her, international affairs became her passion, y'all. Yes, that became her passion. After receiving her PhD in political science, Condoleezza held academic and administrative positions at Stanford University. She became a highly sought-after foreign policy expert. As Secretary of State, she helped to mold United States policy in the Middle East, Europe, and around the world. For over 30 years, she has maintained her relationship with Stanford University, where she continues to teach. And that's Condoleezza Rice, honey. Yes, we don't have any other benefits, no means whatsoever to be letting our babies, our children, learn under this wicked ass system. No, honey. We got to make a change with us. We know we the first parents, the first teachers. We the first teachers of our babies. And we got to be the last teachers of our babies too. We got to be the first and the last teachers of our babies. Why can't Miss Kathy be the one that got to be the last teacher? Even after they done graduated the school and everything, it's still Miss Kathy. It's still Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy. We got to find out why we so hurt, why we broken, and we got to fix it. We supposed to be the first and the last in our lives. Our perception is supposed to be the first and the last perception we have for our people. I know it's a lot. I know it's difficult. I know it's a challenging. I already know. Yeah, I thought about it. Believe me, I thought about this. I didn't think about it long because I just had to go ahead and do it. Because if I did, I would have had a faceless channel. If I'd have thought about it too long, I probably would have had a faceless channel. you know, and nobody would even know who the hell Face the Nation is. But yeah, you know, it ain't even that serious here. The truth must be told, and it should be. It should be by any means necessary. So, you know, when I spoke to my ancestors about it and stuff, you know, they were like, hey, it is what it is. Can you say it again? Yeah, I can. I sure can. And I want everybody to know that we're in another war here. We are in another awakening. We have always been at a war. I didn't even know we was in a war. Black America have always been in a war. Right here. Was that one video we was looking at, or I was looking at? I don't think I shared it with y'all. And it was him. I think it was him. Augustus Corbett. I think he called it the war on black boys. One of them did the war on black boys. We are in a war. You the one give birth to the black boys. I didn't have no black sons. I wanted sons. I had all girls. But my brothers are black boys. My nephews are black boys. My neighbors' kids are black boys. We are in a war. It's a spiritual war now. It's a spiritual war now because Black America is too traumatized to stand up for ourselves. We can't stand up for ourselves no more. We can't even hold ourselves hardly. It's just by the mercy, the little tether of mercy, the silver lining of our black media, our critical thinkers, the love letters, all the documentaries, the blueprints, the lessons that our ancestors and those that come before us have left, even way back to the writings, the paintings on the Egyptian walls, all of those, the narratives, the slave narratives, all of that encompasses love letters left to us so that we can learn and grow and, you know, and keep ourselves from what they actually went through. But then when you look at it and stuff, we back in 1965 because we ain't paid attention to nothing they left us. Back in 1965, these people, where exactly are they taking us? Back to 1865? I'm just asking. I didn't know none of this. Y'all the ones that knew everything that was going on, everything that's done happened. I'm just asking my questions so that I can, you know, try to wrap my brain around what's going on. I mean, I don't want to tell my people the wrong thing if we shouldn't be, you know, keeping our eyes on the prize and stuff. Then, hey, I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. You know, them smart cities ain't for y'all, black people. They for the pets that's standing up. You know, dogs and cats and stuff and start walking and talking. There's a whole new world right here. It's a whole new world. Yep. It was on the movie The Zoo on Netflix. They came out that little series and stuff, and honey, I was like, oh shit. And then it just resonated. It just resonated with me. That was some years ago when I saw that. It's called The Zoo. It might not even be on there anymore. But all the animals, like the animals, it started in Africa with the tigers and stuff. White folks all over there shooting the wildlife, taking safari tours. And then they taking pictures standing on top of the elephant and the giraffe and stuff. And, you know, the animals just, they started fighting back. They started thinking. They started recognizing. Oh, here come that same truck again, the safari truck. Here come that same truck again that killed my cub, you know, my baby, my calf. And the animals started fighting back and stuff. And I think on some deeper level, animals knew and recognized that Black America, the most injured, the most traumatized, still ain't woke up, have not woken up, have not realized anything. And the animals like, shit, hell, we got to save ourselves now. Fuck that. Fuck that. We got to save ourselves. Yep. And even Africa. Our people in Africa waiting on us to wake up. Hell, our ass is the one supposed to be in the best country. Ain't America supposed to be the greatest country in the world? So what make you think it ain't you, Black America, that everybody waiting on? I know our people have suffered some horrific, life-changing, forever traumas. You know what that man King Leopold did to our people over there in the Congo and cut off their whole hands? That happened. That did happen. Yeah. That's what they did. That's what they do to us. Like, like we don't even matter, but for the world to see us over here in America, like, we are the ones that's in the greatest country in the world, and we have opportunities, and we can speak out. We can say, hell no, I ain't going. Hell no, I ain't doing that, because I don't want to. And we can. But see, we're afraid to say what we need to say. We're afraid to say what we need to say. Look, white America, it's been all right, we survived and stuff, but now we got to get the hell away from y'all. And can y'all stay over there where y'all at? We still afraid to tell them how we feel. We need to be away from them. They need to be away from us if we cause this much rage in them. They ain't never at peace. They ain't never comfortable. White folks is never at peace, and they never comfortable. So what more can we do, Black America? We can't do nothing but just start forgiving us, taking care of us. That's it. I don't know. I know you got wives and kids and stuff like that, They'll show you what side they on. Yeah, if Sabrina really love you, brother, then she gonna side with you and your people. She gonna want Black people lineage to live on. If for nothing else, that she know her motherfucking people is some damn savages. They're savages. I don't care how good they have been in the public's eye for the past, 100 years, 150 years. What you trying to say? They've been good to us for what? The last 75 years? Is that what you're trying to say? Because if it is, then it ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. If at any time this right here can happen again, it ain't good enough. It ain't good enough, Black America. So yeah, we're going to have to wake up, and we're going to have to decide whose side are we on. What do we really care about? Where's our loyalty at? Y'all know damn well y'all ain't going to be happy in no damn smart cities. Going to be standing at pounding on air. Let me out. But it's really going to be a wall, an invisible wall. Everybody, let me out. Just start looking at things and seeing, how it really is. Stop lying to ourselves. And let's just be honest. Ain't that what everybody been saying and stuff? Yeah, my whole way here to sit down at this chair, I've been hearing everybody talking about transparency and living in your truth and, getting the bag and, all of this superficial stuff. And so, I just decided to myself, yeah, well, when I do sit down and talk and stuff, I hope I ain't lying and, keeping it light. If that's all I'm going to do, I could just stay on doing what I'm doing here, just joke around with people that I meet, I come in contact with. But, the answer said, no, we got it for you. I couldn't even come together with my brand. I've been working for about 2 years now, trying to come up with my brand and stuff. But the answer was like, no, you ain't even got to worry with all that stuff. You just do what you do. Keep taking a step. Put one step in front of the other step. And we going to set your ass down when it's time to sit down, face. And so that's all I did. I just kept putting one step in front of the other step. And then I sat down right here. And I was finna reach over there and grab that Helen Keller book. And they were like, this is what you need to read right here. And so that's why we read this. So, don't spend a whole lot of time fretting on it and stuff. Just go on and talk to your people. We will understand. Now, it's them bougie Black people that you're going to have to go on and be politically correct with them here. They done graduated. They got their degrees and stuff. You ain't got to come up talking about, yeah, well, the self-hate in Black people. They're going to be like, what? You're going to have to talk right with them, like the dedicated ignorance that Black people are inflicting upon themselves. That's what y'all did. Yeah, that's what y'all did to us and stuff. I'm just here to help Black America. I don't even know if you on our side. I don't know. I'll find out, though. If you on Black America side. I just don't want, you ain't finna infiltrate us through me. No, you ain't gonna do that. I'll be no duck down, and every ancestor behind me be no came at you. So y'all better watch yourself. Yeah, because it's spiritual now. This is a spiritual war now. The ancestors are here. They always with you, around you. Mine are activated behind me because, see, I'm into it. I'm with them. See, that's why mines are activated behind me, around me. They'll sit down When I ask them to sit down, give me some privacy, they'll give me some privacy and stuff, but they always there. You got to know, Black America, that your ancestors is always there. Everybody, whoever you want to be. Yeah. John Hartfield, I got some of them behind me. Some of our victimized ancestors. Yeah, they the ones that be pissed off because we forgot about them. We ain't named no baby after John them no more. No, we named them after John Brown them and all them other folks. You know, they got their own histories, their own fights. You know, yeah, we get caught up in the language, the experiences, the lust that we think is love for Black folks. Ain't no love for Black folks. That's why we can't find no love within ourselves for Black folks. Because we all living, thinking, breathing, eating, medicating ourselves and everything. We even self-caring like white folks do. Yeah, and we got to stop that shit. Yeah, we sure do, honey. You ain't white. You are Black, melanated. And it's time you start living like it. It's time you start living like it, Black America. I'm not sorry to tell you. Half the energy that the sun's supposed to be giving you, the sun is beaming all this energy down on you. You can only take it on the face, the arms, the hands, because your head covered up. Your head is covered up. You ain't even getting all the energy that the sun is beaming down to you. You know, I don't know. You ain't getting it through your eyes because them lashes is covering up your pupils. So Black America see everything we doing for the benefit of white America to look like Kathy and them, Becky and Karen and them ass. You know, honey, that's doing you a disservice. So when I walk right past you and stuff, please say, Face, is that you? Face, do you see me over here? Because I ain't going to know who you are. I'm literally not going to know who you are. Especially if I pass by and you be talking about, oh, yeah, so what happened was, I'm sure not going to know who you are. So, you know, Black America, it's time that we wake up and we see what's really going on, what's really happening. I mean, we are in dire straits. I don't know what it's going to be like when I turn on my news again, my Black media. Sure don't. But I do want to say, you know, if it is going to be a nuclear war or war of any kind with people across the seas and stuff that's out of America, but they're pissed off at America because America done fucked up everybody. Everybody. And while everybody finna turn on Black people, everybody else finna turn on America. You see how that works? So, yeah, we got to come together. It's going to be like a fight within a fight. Ain't that some shit? Damn this thing. But just know, Black America, I know, yeah, I sit here till I get thirsty and hot and, yeah. I better let that window down because I know I'll be up here coughing and everything. And one say, you sound like a man on there. I thought you was a man. Shit, I'm hard as hell, but I'm still doing this. I still got to do this. Shoot, you too. Long as you ain't hurt nobody, you is fine. And shit, hell, I've been hoarse before. When I was protesting, you a horse, shit, 2 or 3 weeks straight. Them folks had us out there and stuff, and now they ain't even done nothing for us. All that defunding the police and stuff. We should be patrolling our communities now. A couple of years later, we ain't doing nothing. Yeah, so yeah, you know, I'm here to talk and stuff, and I do go the long way around. But yeah, we getting out of church now. We getting out of church right now. And, you know, you ain't got to stop and stuff. You know, we done talked and we done shared love and stuff, you know. Yeah, we hope other countries, you know, take care of themselves. We're not trying to hurt nobody. We want everybody to take care of themselves. Just because ain't nobody stood up for Black America. And, you know, I did do some research. There was some countries, you know, in the past that have tried to reach out and help us, y'all. Cuba, Brazil, tried to reach out and help us. You remember just a couple of weeks ago, a couple on airs ago, I shared that video where in the past, the African country had sent us that $1 billion, $1 million. And the United States was like, nope. Yep, it was others, a couple of them. It's several countries that have actually wanted to gift Black America $1 billion, $1 million, citizenship. Honey, the United States government stepped up in there. I said no. So they backed off. Said, all right, then we won't give them nothing. Yeah. So, we don't wish no harm on nobody else, but we got to save us right now. We got to save our people right now. Yeah, we got to stand up for us right now, because obviously ain't nobody else going to do it. Ain't nobody. That's when all of them should have got together and told America, yes, the fuck we are. Matter of fact, all of us is finna send Black America $1 million. See how easy that would have been? Yeah, and then white America, the government would have been like, all right, then we'll send it to them. And we'll continue business as usual. But see, ain't nobody ever forced their hand and say, hey, you're going to leave Black America alone. Leave Black America the fuck alone. Can't you find somebody else to pick on? But everybody afraid. So we got to stand up for us. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know we got to do it. If we don't, it's going to look like this again. And that's because I ain't got no books with the actual enslaved. When we were enslaved with the chains on and stuff, I just have books that I see that's after slavery. But I'll get some, though. I mean, we know how slavery was. We know how it was. I forgave all of it. I forgave a lot of stuff. But once I started reading her, I ain't forgiving nothing and nobody but my ancestors. That's where I'm here. And I want us all to, find it in our heart. Think about it sometime to forgive our ancestors, because they truly was doing the best for us. Yeah, they wanted to do the best for us and stuff. And I know they were just men. Martin Luther King was just a man. They ain't no telling how many white bunny rabbits they sent to that man before he started doing what he was doing with them. And our sister was at home having his back and stuff, But that's how they are. Hell, stop getting in contracts with them. Hell, then they ain't got no way they can set you up. Shit, that's Black America fault. Think, oh yeah, I can trust them. We can trust white American stuff. So we gonna eat with them, sleep with them, lay with them, plan with them, build with them. Of course, they're gonna be spreading something in your drink. And passing all them bunny rabbits just swinging from the chandeliers and hopping across the floor and stuff. Because it's got to be something that's gonna get you. Well, hell yeah, you're gonna keep on doing what you're doing, or we're gonna show this right here. We're going to show the world what you really about. But look, we only human. I'm only a woman. Martin was only a man. It ain't like he be like, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with Kathy. Get Becky the hell away from me. He probably did that first. But we got to forgive him anyway. We got to forgive him anyway. At least he did tell us, hell, I led y'all in a burning house. I told you he would have told us to judge white America by their culture if they hadn't assassinated. So, yeah, let's just forgive him. But yeah, I got to go. I don't know. I'm God. Who cares? Obviously, you don't. I don't know. Maybe you talking to somebody else, but I'll see y'all tonight, and have y'all a good day, peace and power to the people. Love your people. Forgive your people. And understand when you see us out here and we ain't quite right, just understand and accept it that, yeah, we traumatized, we hurt. We don't know half of nothing. That person probably haven't even begun unlearning all the trauma and the bullshit that white America done inflicted upon us. So, let's just give us the benefit of the doubt. Let's give us some sympathy. Let's give us our empathy now, our forgiveness now, okay? Just try it. If you can't do that, then hell, keep your ass at home and watch some Black media so you can get yourself recentered. Peace, power to the people.